Good evening and welcome to episode 16 of the Sopherone Saga. We made it. My name is Dave Gibson and I am the Dungeon Master. First up, we have a few announcements to get through before we start tonight's adventure. You can buy merch for the Sopherone Saga and all of the other streams on Penny Dragon's merch store right now. Just click the link in the chat when it pops up and it will direct you right there. You can also click the merch section on Penny Dragon's Twitch when we're not streaming, and you'll find your way to the store that way too. All of the VODs for the Sopherone Saga are available on the Penny Dragon YouTube, and you can find the other streams there too, all neatly sorted into playlists. Give us a like and a sub and help us to grow the channel. Now we'll take a quick look ahead at the other streams on Penny Dragon Games. On Sunday 1st of May, the Violet Madness is back, and the gang have all been shrunk down to microscopic size and are currently exploring the living dungeon that is the human body. The party have reached the heart, but the session ended with them being attacked by white blood cells. There was someone in chat who mentioned hemogoblins, and then Mark started scribbling furiously, so I'm kind of worried to see what happens there. The Fellowship of the Fallen returns on Tuesday. Cryovane has been slain, and the Fellowship stand victorious on top of Ice Spire Hold. The only problem now is some opportunistic thieves are coming to see what plunder is to be had. Also check out, there's some art our resident artist Richard did of that. It looks pretty epic. I'm sure it'll be up on social media soon enough. Vibrance will be back on May 5th. Last week, the party made their way to the farm where an altercation with some sentient scarecrows led them to the barn, where they took care of the red-coloured liquid being supplied to LeBlanc. The Turin gang found out the god thief has been at it for a lot longer than anyone knew. So much so that it seems the current gods stole their places from the previous ones. In a week, the party will face those truths and plan for the future. And the Cloaks of Minehelm returns on Sunday, 8th of May at 7 p.m. BST. Party fend off vicious draconic mutants and a mysterious underwater menace, while Andy on death's door fights for her life. Will she survive? Will any of the Cloaks? Big thanks to our man on the Tech Bunker, Christian, who looks after all things Twitch, streaming, and of course keeping the goblins out of chat. Couldn't do this without him. I'd like to thank, as always, Kate from It's a Map for creating all the amazing maps you see right here in the Sopherone Saga. You can find Kate on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook on @itsamap_IRE. Please give her a follow, and if you're looking for a battle map, I believe she's open for commissions. All of the music you hear on the stream is from Tabletop Audio. You can go over to their website to find out more about what they do. And if you're running your own Roll20 adventures, you should find them right up there in the jukebox. Now you can influence the game directly from chat. If you've ever wanted to help out a player by offering them healing, what about giving a player or even the DM the benefit of a one-use bless spell? Now you can do exactly that. All the details are in the About section on the Penny Dragon Twitch. You can scroll down there and have a look and see what your hard-earned channel points and bits can get you. Also, please state clearly in the chat who you would like to help so they can make a note of it. And with all of that out of the way, let's meet our heroes. First up, Joe.
Hello, I'm Joe, also known as Deadpan. I'm playing a human rogue. His name's Robert. He has been having a hard time recently. Kind of died. And yeah, he's just a human rogue. Nothing special about him.
Thanks very much, Joe. Fona, you're up.
Hi, I'm Fona. I play Scales, who is a young dragonborn barbarian, leaving his life of farmhood behind to try out this adventuring gig. And yeah, his parents may or may not be dead. He's not sure yet.
Lovely. Yeah, very true from the last episode. Carrick, you're up.
Hey, I'm Carrick. I play Ren, the resident alcoholic wizard, getting into character. Basically, yeah, Ren is pretty kind of, not sure how to react to what's happened there. His friend, probably Robert, is probably the person he's spoken to the most, other than Lamud, out of the party, just died in front of him while he was like, well, how that plays out.
Okay, we lost you a little bit there at the end, Carrick, but we got the gist of it. Jonathan, you're up.
Hi everybody, I'm playing Fenor, a Wood Elf monk that still doesn't think the dice gods is with him. Keeps on rolling bad. So yeah.
Okay, Jean.
How's everyone? I'm Jean. I play Lamud, the half-orc druid. Yeah, happy to see that Robert actually made it back to us. And kind of wondering what's up with Robert's hair now.
Yeah. So are a lot of people. Shane.
Yeah, hi everyone. I'm Shane. I'm playing Jaden, a human battlemaster fighter with his trusty glaive, and he is currently feeling pretty conflicted about giving up his backpack to save Robert, but feels on balance was probably the right thing to do.
Yeah. Okay, thanks gang. Time for our recap. Party, having agreed to reopen their investigation into the Carved Witch, made their way through her corrupted forest, battling shambling mounds, infected trees, and the house of the Carved Witch herself. Eventually coming face to face with this evil entity. Noticing that she had in her possession one of the runic flagstones that emissary of the crown Valder was after, it quickly became apparent that she'd become obsessed with its power, carving the symbol all over her body. After a tense battle, our heroes emerged victorious, as the Carved Witch met her end, but that victory came at a price, with Robert also sustaining a mortal wound. A quick search of the hag's basement yielded a raised dead scroll of questionable origin, but that didn't deter the party as they immediately began the ritual in the muck and filth of the hag's corrupted basement. Is that the last we've seen of the Carved Witch? How is Robert after seeing what's on the other side? And was he the only thing that came back? There's only one way to find out. Let's play some D&D. Okay, you guys.
Thanks for the bless, Freya.
Oh, yes, thank you. So...
All right, so I'm assuming we're picking up right after.
Yes, we are.
Robert's
Yeah,
been
straight
trained.
after.
So if that's the case, I am immediately then casting Aura Vitality.
Okay.
Using my last third level
What's that,
spot
guys?
for that. So everyone except Lamud is going to get 46 points of healing.
And is that 46 each or the same 46? The same result from a 46?
I can just roll it once and everyone will get the same amount of healing.
Okay, so don't roll a 4.
If you guys
Nice.
don't mind, I'm just gonna take a seat. I'm a little backward.
The badly upholstered couch.
You are at least up by another 12 now.
I'm sitting on a throne.
Oh, you're sitting on her.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Can I get a wisdom saving throw, please?
Oh, come on.
Sure. Wisdom save?
Yeah.
15.
That is enough. That's enough. As you sit into the throne, you begin to feel some sort of sluggishness in your limbs, and you begin to feel a sort of paralysis effect sweep over your body, but you manage to resist it.
I mean, that's just like post-dying
Death
nerves
hangover.
or something.
Death
Yeah.
hangover, yeah. Yeah, so I mean, you can. Are you going to stay in her throne?
Is it gonna make me do that every round?
I mean, there's one way to find out.
Yes. Just one more round.
One more round, Mom.
While Robert's doing that, I'm just going to give myself 2 first level cure wounds as well because I am.
Okay.
This chair feels weird. I'm just gonna sit on the steps then.
Oh, nice.
So, Dave, quick question.
Hang on 1 second. Let's just see what he gets here with his rolls. So what's that? That adds your wisdom modifier. Cool. Carrick.
So, the rune stone, is that affixed to the wall with anything, or is it just kind of hanging there?
It's sitting on a kind of a makeshift shelf.
Ren's going to go over and pick it up.
Okay.
And then he is going to pull out his spell book, and he's going to look over to Robert and be like, thankfully you didn't fucking die. That would have been shit. And he'll sit cross-legged and plop the spell book down and start casting Identify on it.
Okay, I think Robert might beg to differ about what actually happens because he did die.
Yeah, well, Ren doesn't really... Well, he died.
Semantics.
Dead.
Yeah.
Semantics.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So you're going to cast Identify on this rune.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll expend a spell slot to do it instantly.
Cool.
Lord dump.
Not really, no. Like, all you really get from it is that it's one of 5. You know, the spell tells you like you can measure its level of magic that you can see it sort of it's one of 5 of these things with kind of separate runes. There's nothing to indicate why or how the witch became obsessed with it. Best you can surmise is that she didn't understand it. She
didn't understand it, kind of, is it?
She knew it contained a lot of power, and she wasn't in the best mental state to begin with. So, given that this doesn't have any sort of, powers that can interfere with someone's mind if they hold it or carry it, you would surmise that, she wasn't in the best state when she found it. She just became obsessed with it because she couldn't figure it out.
Well, it's not like a Gollum with the ring situation.
No, not yet.
Yeah, Ren will. I suppose Jaden doesn't have a bag yet, so he can't put it in that. So Ren will hold it up and say, "Anyone mind if I put this in my pack? I mean, I'm not stealing or anything. I just want to make that clear."
The strong abjuration of it.
There's abjuration magic, which is, similar to the Ren will like kind of the mage armor he has on at the moment will kind of flash a bit, kind of like this. So could be useful. If we can figure out what it does more.
Scales just gives you a shrug as he's been moving around a bit, and he stops near Robert and he's like, "Robert, your hair's changed. I'd like it."
Oh yeah.
And then he goes back to walking kind of circles again. Restless circles.
Okay.
That's weird. My father still has a full head of colored hair, and he's like 57 now.
You feel 57, Robert. If you could imagine what feeling 57 feels like.
Oh, my back!
My knees, they feel like knives.
I mean, now
the
that
after effect of the spell, the Mudcast.
Yeah, Robert is going to feel a bit weak for a while.
Yeah, I have like points of exhaustion and revive sickness and something else.
He should be back to normal in a couple of days.
And
sorry, Shane.
No, I was going to. Jaden was just going to ask. And is this something that we can now do? Not knowing much about magic. Not knowing much about magic.
I mean, you used the scroll, didn't you, Lamud? It kind of
So the scroll burnt up. So that one I could only do once, but through more natural magic, I can do that again if I can get to the person who died quickly enough. But we need to find a diamond for me to do that.
Well, speaking of finding stuff, I mean, Robert, do you want maybe an hour to catch your breath? I can speak, and we can kind of ransack this place, see if she has anything worth taking.
Yeah, you guys do what you gotta do, and tell me when you're ready to leave. I'm just gonna be here.
You didn't see, but quick question. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Did you see if there was an afterlife in your time over there?
The only thing I remember is darkness.
Yeah, I was just curious. It's not every day. I don't want to sound like an asshole, but it's not every day. You meet someone that's died. So yeah.
Fair.
Anyways,
I just remember feeling like falling, and maybe those memories don't come back with you.
Who knows what awaits?
Anything else you guys would like to do?
Just ransack this place.
Okay, cool. So who is going to search? I mean, you can all roll individual investigations, or are you someone with? There's somebody straight out the gate.
I mean, Ren's probably got the highest. So
Other than Robert, yeah, the highest.
Okay.
Unless someone's willing to give me advantage on that?
I'm more than happy to give you advantage. I'm
Are
not
you
that
proficient in investigation?
No. Anyone else proficient?
I am, but I'm not
I
helping.
am, but I am, so I will.
Okay.
It's no better, it's 14.
14. Okay. Okay. So you found your scrolls the other day. Sorry, yeah, that last session, a few minutes ago in game time. With the 14, you find underneath the mattress, and it's a disgusting, filthy bed. So when you're sliding your hand under the mattress, it's like, you know, its journey underneath is
Not pleasant.
it's aided by the slick and wet slime and filth that just covers this bed. And as you feel under there, you your hand closes around 2 potion bottles seem to be tied together.
Ooh, I'll pull them out. And...
Well, two glass bottles, but yeah, as you pull them out, you see that they are indeed potion bottles.
Do they look like any other potion we've used before, or?
One of them looks similar in hue to one of your potions of healing. You'd have to hold them both out to see exactly what they are.
Sure. There's
Or,
one
well,
possible
yeah,
potion of
roughly
healing
what they
and
are.
one probably not.
Yeah. One of them. Let me
Yep.
just look it up here.
Now, knowing you, they're probably a potion of healing? Question mark?
Well, no, there's no question mark on them.
Not on them.
And indeed, after 16 episodes, that is the first time you've ever seen a question mark on the scrolls. Anyway, it's a blue potion and it bubbles and steams as if boiling.
I mean, if we get it after we get out of here, I can do the same thing I did to the stone and see, you know, what they do in more detail.
Speaking of the scrolls, Dave, do I recognize the other 2 scrolls?
Yeah, one was Hero's Feast, if I'm correct.
Yep.
And I forget what the other one was. It's in my notes somewhere. Thought somebody wrote it down. I'll get back to you with it.
That's a nice one to have in the pocket.
Yeah, the hero, and it doesn't require any material components to cast, so it's good.
The good emergency before a boss fight, that kind of thing.
Definitely, yeah.
Assuming we've got that out.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, what's your plan? Are you gonna wait here down in her basement, or are you going to...
What's this through here?
That's her bed.
Oh, that's the bed. Okay.
That's where the magic happens, man.
From the looks of things, I don't think she was having much magic going on.
Well, I mean, you know.
I suppose her herself. Did any of us loot her herself?
No, we haven't specifically checked her body yet.
I suppose. Yeah, Ren will go over and check her body, see if there's any, weapons or.
Okay.
That's not an exploding wand of fireballs.
Cool. Roll investigation.
It's a shit roll. It's 10.
Okay, 10. You managed to find her heartstone.
Heartstone?
Lustrous black gem allows a night hag to become ethereal while it is in her possession. The touch of a heartstone also cures any disease. Crafting a heartstone takes 30 days.
So it cures any diseases?
Yeah, it's not the kind of thing I think you can use, though.
Yeah. I mean, Randall, you'll hold it up to the others and be like, I suppose this might be worth something.
She does have something else, but you didn't find it.
Yeah.
I mean,
10, unfortunately.
I'd prefer to get Robert out of here as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
I don't know how the rest of you guys feel about that.
I'd like
the
to
less-
leave.
The less
Yeah,
time
this
we
is-
spend in here, the better.
For
Lamont,
sure, doing good.
Jaden, and Robert, you guys can hear the sound of rushing water from down here.
I'm gonna stick my head in there and see what or my ear to it anyway, and see what
So
I can
have you
hear.
have you physically moved down to this sort of slidey looking bit here, or are you sort of leaning? Are you back here and leaning over?
Like hand on the wall, seeing what I can
Okay,
see
cool,
from
cool,
latent,
yeah. Cool.
latent light.
Roll a perception check.
I wouldn't be
Should be
sticking my head down or anything here.
Oh, 13. Yeah, I mean, you can see it's your sense of hearing that sort of that tells you more about this. You can see it maybe about 30 feet down. The light in the chamber travels down, but then it goes dark. But you can hear there is definitely the sound of rushing water. It's fast and it's deep.
Scales. Can I have one of those torches?
Okay. And he'll toss you the one that's not on his tail.
Grab that and
You gonna throw it down?
gonna throw it down.
Okay, you throw it down. It travels down for about 60 feet, maybe 17. You see it. It hits a fast flowing river, that's traveling beneath you, so traveling towards you. You can imagine, it's going this way.
Yeah.
Quite fast, and it's gone.
Okay, another river, another underground river.
Indeed.
I mean, I don't think we should chance anything now.
Yeah,
Back
I
the
think
way
we're
we
all
came.
pretty beat up. I don't think I could swim against the current that fast.
Well, I wasn't suggesting we go down, but
Mm.
And we
No,
have
but
to get
it's-
Shane.
Oh, Shane, yes.
the
You
plant.
mean the possible
plant.
cursed plant that is definitely probably going to kill us?
Yeah. Tyrion Shadowbane says, am I the only one thinking if Scales finds out what the Hero's Feast scroll does, he's going to have one amazing midnight snack while I'm watching?
That's why that
Amazing.
scroll is safely tucked away in Lamut's backpack.
Luckily, Scales doesn't know how to cast spells.
Yeah. Okay, so you're going to make your way back out, is that right?
Yeah.
I'm making my way back out.
Scales
Make your way back out.
definitely
There it
wants he definitely wants another look at the stone that has his parents' names on it to see if
Okay.
he's still on it.
Cool, so move your
Is the suit of
tokens.
armor still alive as we're going back out?
I mean, you can move your token up and find out.
Ooh.
There's no...
Ren kicks the corpse as he's walking past.
There's nothing of the carved witch.
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
Corpse kicks back.
There's no word from the skeletons as you walk by. The suit of armor is now collapsed.
Sorry, I was going to say, Jaden will be helping Robert.
Okay.
Mighty,
Yeah.
mighty kind of you. Thanks.
Mhm.
My day is ruined and my disappointment is immeasurable.
Okay, so you make your way back through the vine corridor to the chessboard trap, avoiding, I'm sure, the acid-filled pit, unless Scales wants to just dip his toe in there. And for expediency's sake, let's say you all avoid the quicksand and make your way up to the trap door.
Ren will turn to whoever he's beside. At the time was like, I'm never playing chess again. Ever.
Well, I think in this case, chess played you.
I mean, I survived. Barely.
You did.
I think I have 1 hit point, exactly. I think I'm stuck in a wall. Yeah, no, I'm not. Just in the dark.
Sorry. You okay?
Yeah, and I got stuck in the wall, and then it let me out of the wall, and then it put me back in the wall.
Oh, should look it. Cool. Okay, let's move everyone up into the same place. So I'm after moving you guys here. Cool. Let's get you all nicely bunched up, and I will copy and paste you all. Move you back up to the hag's house.
Guys, what's the plan? We go.
Hag's house. That sounds like a pub.
I don't
On
know.
a really
I-
dodgy corner.
It does, yeah.
If it's
Somewhere
okay
in the
with you
strawberry
guys,
beds,
I
I
just want to
think.
go like sleep for a week or something.
We definitely take a break when we get back to town. It's been kind of non-stop the last few days.
Okay,
I
there
could
you
do
are.
with a drink.
Definitely do. And Ramble offered his flask out to Robert, who has, he says, though.
Wait, what?
Robert said he could do with a drink, so Randall offered his flask to him.
I'll do that once we're someplace where.
We might not die. Yeah, good point.
Where you mean someplace where the physical furniture is not trying to kill us?
Yeah, and interesting enough, what's everyone's passive perception?
12.
13.
12, 13. Well, yeah, 12 will do it. Yeah,
13.
okay. The chairs
14.
that Ren threw a book at is back up and it's back rocking again. You're going to firebolt the rocking chair.
Yes,
That's a hit.
it's not.
7
Yep.
fire damage.
It lights it up.
Yeah, and the shelf beside it begins to catch fire. And the carpet begins to catch fire.
No, thanks. I want to
Well,
leave.
The wooden
That's
floor
it.
begins to catch fire.
Run!
Run.
That's uncalled for. Move,
Wrong.
everyone.
I think it's perfectly deserved. Let's go.
Nope.
Thing.
While you were setting the house on fire there, I think where Scales is here is where the stone marker with his parents' names on it were. Am I right in remembering that?
Yeah. As the room begins to begins to catch fire, Scales, Finar, Ren, Lamud, Jaden, and Robert all see this little tiny imp beginning to make its flying through the corridors.
Fuck is that?
Dear.
An imp.
As soon as the house started to go on fire, he dropped his invisibility and he got the fuck out of there. Tiny
Yes,
little
yeah.
creature.
You just hear at the back from all just screaming, "Catch it!"
Oh, how did that
Whole
happen?
person.
Oh, sorry, I did Shift Z. Sorry, I
No
did Command Z.
Double
That's weird.
Jades.
Yeah, sorry. Okay, hold on 1 second. You guys can move out there. So
I can't
obviously,
clown on
I did,
everyone.
instead of Shift, I did a Command Z, and that undid the last few steps there. Everyone want to move their tokens back to where they are, and I will delete the copies. Is that it?
There are people too.
Not anymore. They're gone. So here he is here, and I'll
I have the wrong Robert.
fuck's sake. There he is, there, little dude.
Hello, little guy.
Do I gather that I hit him with the fireball, or just the chair that he was?
No,
sitting
he
in?
was up here.
He was nearby.
Yeah, and yeah, he just makes it. And as he's flying by, he gives Ren, he gives you the finger.
Oh no, I don't have spells off the burn on whole person.
Fly out. Little wings flapping.
Not a person, anyway.
Have you ever seen one of those things? What the fuck was that? Looked like a
Rich
little
Alabama
demon.
says Ren needlessly
I think it's
burning
like
down
a-
homes in a housing crisis.
I think it might be some kind of like lesser
Mischief.
devil or something.
Anyway,
That must be being a
Ball.
ball.
And then Miss Jawburger says, "Who gave Ren the power to shoot fire? Cut his hands off."
Ren gave Ren the power to shoot fire. He's a wizard. That's how that works.
Okay, what is the plan now? Are you guys going to travel your way back through the corrupted forest, or are you going to take a break? Sorry,
let's just-
Scales. Yeah.
Does the stone still have my parents' names on it?
Make an investigation check. Nice. You can see now, it doesn't. It's blank. But with the 18 investigation, you can sort of see traces of other names, and sort of how you get the vibe that maybe, this sort of, she used this to just terrorize people. And it's, the moment it's blank, but it could have anyway, she could utilize her power to make it display anyone's names. Doesn't mean they're still alive, but
Scales somewhat frowny and not understanding fully what's going on. He's going to take. He has a flower that he tucked into one of his horns a while back, which is probably much worse for wear at this point. But he's going to take it off and pop it down on the stone and give it a pat, and then he's going to follow the others out of the house.
It's probably very burnt. You did get hit with a fireball like twice yesterday or last
Well,
week.
it's about to burn down with the house. So
True.
I think you know.
Did anyone grab the little plant, by the way, as we were leaving? That you guys seemed
Somebody
to
was carrying Shane, weren't they?
No one's grabbed Shane. We said we'd come back for him.
Is he in the? He's in the plant room, is he?
He's right beside
him
you.
at the door.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I thought somebody took him with him. Scales, as you walk away, when the little flower hits the grave, it immediately wilts and turns to dust.
Not at all creepy.
Nope.
So I think Scales probably has that look of like a cat or a dog who's had their tail cut in something, as he kind of like exits with just a little bit more haste than he might have otherwise exited the house with.
Cool. All right. So I'm gonna get rid of my little dude here, and move you guys out. So is anyone going back here to retrieve the little plant, or are we leaving it behind?
I did not promise anything.
I'm not interested.
I'm going to go get Shane.
Brian thinks it's some sort of demon anyway, so he's left.
Yeah, but I did tell Shane I'd bring him back to the village. Is he still a plant?
Yeah, I mean, Mr. Allberger asks, how much is the fire spreading? This whole room, the Carved Witch's study, is ablaze now. Light is spilling out onto the outside here on the grass, and you guys can hear the roar of flames as it's beginning to spread through now.
Brand is standing outside admiring his work.
So Shane,
Okay.
do you? I said I'd bring you back to the village.
Please.
Do you promise not to bite me or sting me?
I promise.
Really will?
I don't want to be a plant.
Well, I don't know how to make you not a plant, but I'll bring you back to the village and maybe somebody can, but you have to promise not to sting me or eat me.
It's quite hot.
It is very hot because there's a fire.
I promise.
Okay, so Scales is going to bend down to pick up the pot with Shane in it.
Okay. He doesn't sting
He
you
doesn't
or-
bite me.
or bite
Oh,
you.
awesome.
No.
Okay.
He's a friendly demon.
Lemud, can I move you back to here, please?
You can. So
At this point, that failed saving throw kicks in.
Oh no!
What happens?
Lemud passes out. You're moving with great purpose and stride, and then you just begin to feel everything slow down, and everything goes black, and you hit the deck, and you guys see Lemud pass out.
We should get him.
I'm gonna
I rolled a
stride
dice
back in.
for when that would happen, and
I remember
you are very lucky that it didn't happen in the middle of that raise dead ritual,
That would have been
or
bad.
that scroll would have been consumed. Yep. So Lemud, he's on the deck face down on the smelly ruined carpet.
Yeah, Jane's just gonna stride back in,
Okay.
two-hand grab the back of his jacket or whatever, and
Excellent. Okay, cool.
hoist him out anyway.
Lovely. Okay,
sort the rest of it out, but
no problem. You managed to grab him out as the entire house just goes up in flames. Let me copy you over to the outside of the house.
I think maybe we should have saved the moose too, but not the bear. The bear was a bit of a dick, but the moose seemed nice.
To be honest, I
Late.
forgot about the moose.
There you guys are. So you're out in the. This might take a minute to load. This is a big map. You're out in the car now, and this house here is ablaze now, and the scarecrows are still standing their post in the Carved Witch's carved lands, if you will, in the furrows of her plows, and I'm not sure what you guys want to do. If you want to rest here, you can certainly try. If you want to keep going, you can do that also.
Technically, I'm already resting.
Technically, you are. Your long rest begins now. D-Range Rhino asks, did they save the lovely suit of armor? He was loyal and lovely. Unfortunately, when he died with the carved witch,
Itch killed him. That's why the house must burn.
When they returned, the suit of armor was crumpled into nothingness.
Stop looking for an excuse.
So,
Yeah, pretty much like.
looking at the house on fire and the scarecrow still there and the plant in its hands, Scales going to turn to Ren and be like, I thought once she died, all her magic would go away.
I mean, that it really depends on the magic. Sometimes it sticks around if it's been there long enough and if it's powerful enough. That's why I'm burning that. Well, no, that's not why I'm burning the house, but it's why I feel okay to burn the house, because this thing needs to go. There's something fucked up with this house, and I don't think it should be left here.
Fire's always your
Are we
first
gonna-
answer, my friend.
The fire's my only answer. I'm around flicks another fireball at the house. A firebolt. I can't cast fireball.
Okay, roll to hit against the house. I mean, I seem to remember this happening in episode 1.
And it went brilliant.
And that is a 9.
Slide
Do you
the
know
house.
what? Like, as funny as it would be, you still hit the house. I'm going to give the house an AC of 5. Yeah, so, I mean, it's just, look, it's like pouring a bottle of water into the sea. It doesn't really seem to, it feels good, but it doesn't really seem to do much.
Because this way, if she does come back alive, there's going to be the burnt ruins of a house on top of her. Might slow her down if she does decide to come after us into the forest. Or it might kill her again.
That's a good
Get rid of the
idea.
body.
I vote the Scales can eat Ren. Maybe you could toast him by the fire. Says Miss Jawbreaker. Okay.
Tasty Ren pie.
So is Lamud still unconscious?
Yeah, he's faced it. Well, he's over your shoulder and he's unconscious. So if you guys want to wait, you can. Or you want to keep going?
Unless anybody has a different opinion, I think we should clear the area a little bit.
Back into the scary wood.
Well, he's unconscious. Maybe we should let him wake up or try wake him up.
Yeah.
Does anyone have
Okay.
smelling salts or something?
I mean, you all smell pretty funky at this stage. Probably would be the equivalent of smelling salts.
Wait, prestidigitation. I can make a smell with that, right?
Yeah, well, I'll pop them underground.
So yeah.
Yeah, Ren will just create a really bad smell, like smelling salts under Lamont's nose.
Okay,
That
yeah,
works.
that seems to kind of make him come around. The Lamoji would have been unconscious for 2 minutes.
Rise and shine.
But the stink of whatever Ren has concocted, and
It's sulfur.
and the stink of Ren himself,
Also sulfur.
with their powers combined, is more than enough to bring you back to the world of the living. And
They
make you
summoned
wish you
Captain
hadn't.
Planet.
Yeah, and make you wish you hadn't come back. So Ren's like, you okay?
So I mean, Limit's just gonna slowly sit up and start looking around, back at the house. Thinking back, but I was just in the corridor. I mean, for him, it's like no time has passed whatsoever. And then just look at what just happened.
Oh, you just randomly fell over.
You can smell. You can smell in and taste in the back of your throat that bloom, that just puff in your face. Not too hard to put two and two together and get 4.
Yeah. Do I get the idea that this is a lingering effect that might come back? Does it,
Interesting. Would you like to roll medicine or would you like to roll nature?
I would prefer nature, thank you.
Okay, we'll roll nature. 18. Definitely, you get the vibe. This is one and done.
One and done. Cool. All right, I should be good to go now. That was interesting. Let's not do that again.
Never.
And I pull out, the little bit of that purple plant out of my pack and say, "Guys, ever see anything like this? Stay away from it." The trip's not worth it.
It literally was a trip. Once you hit the deck.
Yeah,
Okay.
that trip was swiftly followed by a fall.
Indeed.
Correct, yes.
What would you guys like to do now? Are you going to push through?
How far is it into the woods and then from there out of the woods? How many
so
hours worth of travel?
You
2
were
days,
a
I
good.
think, isn't it?
I think it was a couple of days. Yeah. No. Well, you wasted the guts of a day going the wrong way. So I would say it's a day's travel to the edge of the corrupted forest, let's say, or to where you had to choose which path you were. So the end of the animated tree map,
I think
which is pretty much there.
So, how about we at least get an hour's travel away from the house before we even consider taking the rest?
Okay, we
Agreed.
can certainly do that.
No, we can do that.
As he smiles.
Yeah.
Menacingly.
Rubbing his hands together.
Mm-hmm.
Glee.
This is where you burying that bear is going to come back to bite us in the ass.
That bear is dead and buried. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Look,
It was dead
pays-
before.
Look, I'll move you over and don't
Dead
move
and
your
buried.
tokens yet. Hey, excellent. Don't move your tokens just yet. But look where it actually just Roll20 decided to paste Ren. Pretty much almost on top of the grave. We'll move you back though. Yeah, so after a good bit of travel, and you know, there's sections of the forest now that, you know, had previously the blackened thorns and limbs of the trees had closed around you and sort of sought to bar your way from finding, you know, any other path but the one the character which wanted you to find. And you're back here again, just past. Actually, this is not where you buried the thing. This is where you fought the shambling mound. After about an hour's travel, this is where you find yourself. And you know that I think we should probably change the music a little bit. It's not.
Yeah,
That wants
sounded
us
like
to smoke Shane, the plant.
Well, we change it from Terror in the Woods to something else, I think.
tear in the woods to a good night's sleep.
No, actually, forest. There you go. It starts off a bit ominous, but it gets nice. Okay.
Sounds like this campaign.
So,
Dave.
this is exactly. I know, right? Okay, so you guys, you're here. This is actually where you slept and had your long rest before you moved on to the Carved Witch's estate. So, I mean, are you going to pretty much do the same thing again? Take an hour, or?
I mean, how do you guys feel? I mean, spell wise, I'm down to bare minimum.
I got a decent bit left, I think.
Jawbreaker says, "Don't burn the forest." Assume that's
God.
directed at you, Carrick.
No promises.
Really, this should be. How far can Robert keep going?
I actually have my second level, so.
He's in a bad way, but lots of it.
So, I mean, if Robert's in a bad way, it might be worth it to stop for a proper rest.
Yep, we have rested.
Smack bang in the middle of the trail again.
Okay, cool. Let's see. So you're going to take an hour's short rest. Who would like to keep watch?
Are we doing an hour or sorry, a long rest or a short
Oh,
rest?
you're doing a long rest here?
Yeah, I'm sorry. What I meant was, should we do a long rest?
Oh, okay.
I mean,
That's an open-ended question. I'm not.
I mean, it's a
I'm
day's
asking.
travel to get out of the forest either way. So
other be traveling, you know, in somewhat a decent condition.
The problem is, Robert, and no offense meant by this, but you're dead weight at this point.
your mom's dead. Wait, no.
Wow.
We need you back to as close to 100% as quickly as
Fighting
possible.
fit.
Yes. It's going to take you a couple of days to get back up to it. So if we have to spend a couple of days taking it slow on the road, then that's what we do.
Well, Scales knows we're resting one way or another, so Scales has already plunked himself down cross-legged with Shane on the ground before him, clearly getting himself settled, making a little butt groove in the dirt of the trail, getting his tail round, you know.
Okay. Are you carrying Shane like in your two hands, or have you got Shane in
I
a
had been
backpack?
carrying him in like the bowl carry before, but now he's
Yeah.
on the ground. I don't have a backpack.
Okay.
So that's
Right.
not to say he won't end up under one arm at some point, but
Okay,
for
cool.
now it's been a bowl carry.
Scales, if you want, I mean, I could just use Druidcraft to, create a couple of vines so that we can make a sling to carry Shane.
Yeah, cool. I mean, I assume none of you know how to turn Shane back to not being a plant.
You know what?
Do we
I haven't
even know Shane was
considered
never a
it.
plant to begin with? Because we still don't know for a fact it's not just something the
Are
witch
you guys
made.
having
No.
this discussion out
Ren,
loud?
As much as I
Around
like
Shane.
plants, they don't normally talk.
Yeah, and as much as I like,
So are
magic.
you having this conversation around Shane?
Yeah, Rand's
Mhm.
saying openly he hasn't.
Yeah,
he does
cool.
not give a shit.
I just need to know.
Yeah, he does not care
So-
about this plant's feelings.
So yeah, it's probably at that point that Limit will start using Druidcraft to create vines and create a little baby Bjorn for Scales
Oh.
to carry Shane around.
Strapped to the chest.
Amazing.
Oh yes.
I love it. I love it. Somebody draw that. If anyone able to draw in the chat, please draw that. Okay, so as you're speaking about Shane, he's just like, I'm not a plant. I'm not.
You look like a plant to me.
Well, I am now, but I wasn't before.
What were you before?
A prince.
Insight check.
I mean, you're doing this at disadvantage because you're inside checking a fucking plant. So
I will happily just take disadvantage
Bro.
on that. I do not trust this plant.
If I were to do it being a druid, can I get a straight roll?
if you were to what?
Being,
Yeah.
being a druid, can I inside check him as a
15.
straight roll?
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
No.
15. I
Fred
mean, it's
knows more
hard to
than
tell.
the druid about the plants.
With a 15, I mean, nothing jumps out at you as being, an inherent falsehood. But it's really hard to determine what or why a falsehood would be, or how it would happen, or why it would happen given its current state. It's very hard to conceive of a reason a plant would want to deceive you. So, 15. I mean,
Hard to read.
seems to be on the level.
Prince
What
of
year
where?
were you born, Prince
Shane-
Plant?
Did your parents call you a prince, or did other people also call you a prince?
Everyone called me a prince.
Everyone, lots of people.
Everyone I
Some-
ever met.
How
What were
many
you the prince
people-
of?
Sopherone.
Wait, what?
What? How?
Because my parents sometimes called me a prince, but nobody else did.
Dave, do we know of a Prince Shane? History-wise?
Give me a history check.
Yeah.
Not even.
I'll
a
get in on that
Shane.
action.
It's
Hey, excellent. You're doing that with disadvantage, my friend, because you are very tired.
Uh-huh.
Prince that might have gone missing under strange circumstances.
Then 18.
Natural one for 7.
14.
18 so far. 18.
Scales isn't even trying. Let's face it. Like,
Believes him, I assume.
well, Scales just wonders if it's like all parents are like, "Oh, my little prince," or if it's like, actually, this dude's a prince.
So
now
wait, we're
plant.
gonna take a long rest?
I mean,
Yeah.
I assume this is
What do
happening
you
while
ask?
we're taking long.
Yeah, this is happening.
is-
Yeah, don't adjust your character sheet just yet. This is during.
Yeah.
This is during.
I'm just
Yeah.
The settling in period.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Wait for the
Sorry, what?
DM to say you survived.
I'm just asking because I have some stuff that I have to do before a long rest, and
Not
I'm
yet.
curious if that's
Not
not in
yet.
effect yet. Okay,
No,
cool.
no, no, I will let you know when that kicks in.
Okay.
Yeah, with an 18, there is a story that sort of that your mind sort of makes an association with. It's about 300 years ago, though.
Wait, you mean? I mean, there was a prince called Shane about like 300 years ago, I think, maybe. Like,
They must have
memories
named
of
me
stuff.
after him.
I mean, that witch has been around a lot. Do you know how long? What year were you born?
I don't have the exact history here in front of me, but the answer he gives you is concurrent with.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! This,
Years ago.
I don't know. How to
He's a
break this to you, Shane.
300-year-old boy.
He's
Who's
a
now a plant.
300-year-old boy, true polymorphed into a plant.
Shane, I don't know how to break this to you, but everyone you've ever known and ever loved is probably
No,
dead.
don't do that.
Are you?
Don't do things like that, please.
Do you? I mean,
Scales- Scales is gonna have-
Don't say that. no.
what happens here?
Scales is going to have lifted his hands to like try and cover his ears, but it's a plant. So he's
His
like,
ears.
where am I supposed to cover so the poor thing can't hear what you're saying and glares at Ren?
I'm just saying, like, you might as well
Ren,
rip
you
off
could
the
you
bandage.
could be so lucky I don't have whole person prepared.
Oh my
I do.
God. Okay, so Ren, you followed through with that remark.
I mean, everyone else already
Scales tries to cover the plant's ears. Give me a dexterity check. I think
Scales or me.
Scales.
Right. I was gonna say, what the fuck does the plant do?
Dex. There we go.
Yeah, I mean, if you could hear, if you have you ever heard a plant crying, you hear it now, and the whole thing just kind of bows over a little bit, like it hasn't got enough sunlight or water, and it's like, I was going to be king.
I'm gonna walk up to Ren and just slap him upside the head.
Oh,
Sure,
like
buddy.
keep your wife's name out of my mouth, kind of. Or
I think you could. I think
Like,
you could
are you
possibly
closing the
still be
fist?
king.
what did you say, Robert?
I think he can possibly still be king. I mean, he has a legitimate claim to the throne, being
300 years
should-
older than the
previous
first king.
prince.
Should we
Okay.
bring him to that bully boy guy?
No.
No,
He wor- but
bad
he
idea.
worked. He
I
worked for
would
the.
stay.
No.
I think if we do get to town, we should stay as far away from
Valder.
Valder
Valder,
as
yeah.
we can,
Valder.
especially considering we're
wait.
carrying around a.
Do you know
Shane,
Valder?
No, who's Valder?
He's
Bully.
a bad man.
he works for the current king. Shane,
He's-
can you see us, by the way, or do you just hear us?
I can smell you, and I can hear you.
Can't see.
No.
Okay, then this my next question was pointless. Never mind.
All right, so we'll need to do something to figure this out.
If you could hear a plant hold in a comment, that's what it would sound like.
I'm so afraid that if I get into town and we go to the bar, the barman's gonna smell me, and he's gonna be like,
Oh, I was wondering what was going on in chat. They're all Prince puns. They're all Prince songs.
I've been
Fucking
watching
hell,
them
you
and they brilliant.
Here we go.
I'm assuming Ren's getting more abuse for bullying the child.
Could you be the most? I have to scroll up for this. The most beautiful plant in the world. I just want my legs and my arms and your dump kiss.
The
Very
plant
good.
formerly known as Prince.
Raspberry plantain. I only want to see you laughing again. Purple Shane. That's Fona. Amazing. He's gonna party like his hit points are 1999. The plant formerly known as Prince. You guys, well done. Outdone yourself today in chat already.
Wait, guys, genuine question. Do you think we could get a prince's ransom for this plant?
No,
I'm just saying.
I think you've talked enough.
Are you
Ren.
kidnapping me?
No, you've already been. If anything,
No,
we're saving
because we can't, because there is a king,
Plant napping me?
and Shane here has been a plant for a long time. So possibly we have to be careful, because if Shane became a not plant again, then the king might try to kill him. So we have to look out for Shane.
Exactly. That's why I said we need to be very careful where we take Shane, who we tell about Shane. And Shane, once we get to town, you need to be very quiet.
But I'm free. I should be king.
No.
Well, first we need to get you legs and arms and eyes and ears and
Be richly rewarded.
not
Should
be a
you help
plant
me?
anymore.
I feel like this could either completely derail Dave's campaign right now if we pursue this.
You assume that it's not the main quest.
Exactly.
You assume that I didn't move the main quest from the fucking temple down to the witch's house.
Hey, I've been pushing to go to the temple. I'm the only one who has.
What temple?
So, I mean, exactly.
Okay. It's always, what's this? What's that? You owe us some fucking answers too, pal. Which do you?
Don't know what you're talking about.
Fucking dickhead. At this stage, Ren is just laughing. Like the relief of being out of that like shitty situation, I think, is finally hit him.
I think we need to find the princess. Have the princess kiss the plant, and then.
No, I've
come
already
back
you've
into here.
already
Based on what I
seen
read
what
anyway.
happens when you interact with these plants. It
Shane,
is not
do you know
fun.
what-
Kiss the plant.
do you know what a dragonborn is?
Oh no.
So you're the one they call
Yeah,
Dragonborn.
so I went back through my history and I retconned that I gave you the wrong steer. It was over maybe 1500, 1700 years ago. It's a long
Oh,
time ago.
jeez.
Yeah,
So
That-
what
the long-lived races wouldn't remember it either.
what Scales kind of wants to know, I suppose, in asking Shane that, is if Shane is from when there were dragonborn around the place, or if he's from after that.
No, you would glean that he's from after that.
A good 1,400 years after that.
He's a royal. He might know what happened.
Guys and Shadow just killing it. He's kind of confused and he's wondering, and he'll turn to, well, he'll ask Scales, and how does my kingdom fare?
It's a kingdom, and
That's
there's
good.
farmers, and there's people who make wine, and there's elves, and there's
Elves?
I
gnomes.
can just imagine the plant spits on the ground when she says elves.
And you can just see Scales trying to like remember everything he's ever been taught about, like back in school, the map of Sopherone where they pointed out all the places. And
we just have the most racist little kid with us who doesn't like elves at all. He's just like, elves in my kingdom?
Sopherone is for the humans.
and dwarves, and there's soldiers, and there's religious people, and lots of innkeepers, and anyone can feel free to interrupt Scales' very basic recitation.
Is the plant
of-
looking
All right.
annoyed?
No, we're getting ready to. We're like getting ready for rest. Like, I
roll-
assume they're cooking. So
roll-
we're
roll-
allowing Scales to
Roll insight with disadvantage to see if the plant is looking annoyed.
Do I have like super
D-range Rhino
disadvantage?
says, leaf it out, will you?
Oh, here, leave it out, would you?
Well played, sir.
11.
11. I mean, it's a little bit more scrunched up than it was when it was discussing happier times, and it's sort of its fronds and its things were sort of reaching out to whatever light it could grab. It seems to be its little kind of curly, thorny vines are kind of curl up a little bit now.
Sorry, I know I should know this, but who is Sopherone? Is Sopherone currently at war with anyone?
No, Sopherone. So if I'll pull up the map here, and hopefully I should be able to. Where is this gone? There we go. Premium assets in my library, handouts, and I will show to players.
I don't have it taken down. Damn it.
But there is tension between Sopherone
Sorry.
and the Elven.
No, I can't get it up right now. Anyway, that's unfortunate term of phrase. I can't find the map right now. But anyway, so what happens was the history that you would be aware of but the history that Scales is telling you is very much unreported.
Yeah, no, I
history
just
in
like
the books.
talking.
The history in the books would be that the elves were much more prevalent in this continent until they were beaten back to the northwestern part of the continent. And now there is an uneasy diplomatic relationship with them. That's the last you heard.
Would Ren know anything more about the elves, considering he lives a bit closer than he lived a bit closer? He lives in Elf Town.
I mean, your experience with them was, they sort of kept to themselves. Anyone that went in, past the borders were
never seen again.
No, either politely escorted out at sword point, or if they refused to leave, they would have been made an example of.
I suppose there's probably not much trade between humans and elves then.
Shout to players.
So we're saying that we think Shane got turned into a plant somewhere. How long ago?
300
years.
About 300
So
years.
everyone should be able to see that now.
And just
you can see Coloril is up the north, so northwest. It would probably down to about here. Shit! Don't click on it. There we go. Probably you would imagine down past Raven's Nook, Tranquil, and all the way up to Fort Verticrux would have been the where the elves held their kingdom, and then the humans from Sopherone came in, moved east to west through the Verticrux Pass, and would have sort of beaten them back and established Spearwood, Tranquil, Raven's Nook, Sprig. The Sprigdrift, curiously, is mostly a halfling city, but it's that's another story. And obviously, Kransnocken from Snogafar is up the very north here, nestled amongst the mountains and on the shoreline. So all of this used to be forest, my lad. So
I'm really tempted to cast a spell magic on the plant.
So that's that anyway. And the last you guys heard, there was an uneasy truce. Things may have changed in, since you've read some news.
I just asked because because of my background. Like, is there who are we fighting if we are fighting?
The elves.
Okay.
What about the country to the south? Is there any tension with them?
So pulling that back up. Handouts. Pulling the map back up. Sorry, where's it gone? There we go. Here, so pulling that back up. Shift Z. Yeah, it's like through the rotting moors and to the south here. The country is called Vortsagrad. And the capital city, Vortsagrad, is south of these mountains here, down the very, very southwest. South of that is 4 or 5 months travel of crags, moors, and just very, very, unhospitable territory, which is why any trade to the south of, the rest of the continent is mostly done by ship. I have maps. I have maps done up, not on Incarnate. So any other questions will be.
To be fair, we likely don't have them. Like I'd say, one of us have a map of Sopherone, probably. But
one of you guys might have a map of Sopherone. That's about it. But
So, if you go south, there is land that is full of raging Goliaths. Okay, good to know. Won't go down there.
So, we will fix Shane eventually.
I mean, I could.
What do you mean eventually? I'm a prince, sir. I command you.
I could try to do something.
We firstly need to know what's wrong with you so that we can fix it.
Don't worry, Shane. I'm going to carry you. It's okay.
I used to be a human. Find me the mightiest wizard in the land, and and fix me. You'll be richly rewarded.
I could try something now and see what would happen.
Not you.
I can't dispel magic.
You know,
I
Shane-
can't dispel magic on the plant.
Are you going to do that?
Yeah. Once he says not you, I just click my finger and release the spell.
What's the casting time of it, and what are the
It's instant.
components?
And it's
Okay.
DSM, I think. Oh. I looked it up there. I don't think it works on True Polymorph, but just, for the...
Okay, cool.
That's one action.
It feels that
You
like
can-
when
you
if
can-
I see you do the gesture, Scales wants to sort of like put an arm around the plant and sort of shield the plant from you a little bit.
Scales will get the spell and it'll do nothing.
I think it's Jawbreaker says, "Stop, Ren, please."
I'm trying to help.
I don't trust him with magic. Okay, so it's was it touch? No,
Yeah,
You
choose
just
one
have to see
creature, object, or magical effect within range.
Within
Any spell
range.
third for- any
yeah.
spell
So you can
for
see.
the other
Okay,
range.
so you successfully. Is there a saving throw? There is.
There is a
spell
DC
save
equals
DC.
10 plus the spell's level.
So
I assume
it's
this is True Polymorph.
so yeah, it's DC 19.
So I have to make a check.
No,
Yeah.
no. Your dispel magic had another effect.
Oh.
Rather
It
unfortunate.
killed Shane. Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh no.
So, no.
Ren the
Cool.
Prince Killer.
I don't.
You know-
Can you dispel true polymorph?
No,
I
I don't
can,
think-
but he
no.
needs to do a DC
Yeah, I need-
19.
DC 19.
Check.
Arcana check.
Let me just look this up here.
Yeah, if you are true polymorph, then you walk into an anti-magic field.
Damn
That's
it, we
why
should have thrown Shane into the fucking thing before Ren.
Okay.
what am I-
Look. I mean, this will be infinitely more amusing to me if you have to carry around a small human child who is going to be
Entitled small
human child.
entitled, precocious small human child instead of
I've already done that.
yeah.
I mean, we
Oh.
already deal with Ren, so
So it's D20 plus 7 for my spellcasting and bonus.
And if you get a 19, the true polymorph is dispelled.
He was demanding and offering a reward. That's Ren's defense. Oh, thank fuck.
close, but no
Oh,
cigar.
thank fuck. Thank fuck.
You know what, Ren? For a wizard, you're fucking dumb.
I'm did nothing anyways. It's
I
fine.
clip on that shit.
Was Dave not saying there was another effect?
I think it's. I
Apparently.
think trying to dispel the child from being a plant is perfectly valid. I don't think.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't want to carry around a plant that's talking. I
Yes,
think it's
but
easier to
it's-
pass off. I think it's easier to pass off that we're traveling with a lost child than we are with a talking plant.
Did you
I mean-
do
I mean-
any kind of research before casting the spell about what the effect might be?
Well, look, I assume he's been polymorphed. Generally, when you cast,
assume-
Shane will not
You
talk.
Do you know what assume does?
it's
Why
an
would you do
educated, it's an educated guess.
Do you know what assume does? Yes or no?
Yes, it makes an ass out of you and me, but
Exactly.
I am a
prefer not to be
transfiguration
an.
wizard. This is arguably my specialty
Then act like
So why
it.
didn't it work?
because I think it's a lot more complicated. I think it might be a higher level than a normal polymorph.
So you don't just cast spells at poor plants who are actually princes
He's
when
fine.
you don't know what you're doing.
I think stay away from the plant for now.
Don't be so hard on him. I mean, if I was a plant, I wouldn't want to be a plant.
Yeah, he asked us
So-
to try help him, so I tried help him.
Yeah.
Scaled, the plant is sort of kind of vibrating a little bit, the way it used to when it spoke.
Scales is now going to lift the plant up and sort of, because he's sitting cross-legged, so he's going to like have it cradled in his lap, and he's going to be like,
Plant can't talk anymore.
"It's okay,
Oh,
Shane,
Christ is the bird.
be okay. I won't let him hurt you again."
Now somebody
It's-
needs to learn
it's-
how to
it's-
cast
it's kind of
speak with
th-
plants.
Its thorny fronds kind of unfurl and just like point towards Ren and then curl back.
Mm-hmm. Scales loves plants, so Scales is just like loving, like he's checking all the leaves. He's like giving a health check.
When you check under the leaves, at some point it sort of reacts like you tickled it.
Wow, that's going to be so much fun.
It kind of shakes a little bit.
So let me get this straight. The plant can't talk anymore.
Yep. Well,
I see this as a
it
win.
doesn't seem to be talking right now.
Or okay, so we're not sure if it magically can't talk anymore, or if it's just a storm.
Hard to tell.
He could just be having a sulk.
Given how instantaneous the casting of that spell was.
All right, so Scales, if ever you want to talk with a plant, you just need to give me some notice so I can prepare the spell in case its ability to talk, and I look at Ren, has been taken away.
You can talk to plants?
Yes.
So
Randall Stroll
cool.
can look at Robert and Jade and be like, well, at least now it's not going to get us in trouble in town.
Like,
by,
can you-
spouting
can
out
you-
its prince.
Can you talk to all plants?
I'm just saying.
I mean, I can. Yes.
Can you
I
talk to like wheat in the field and
Oh, yes,
turnips?
definitely. Yes.
Oh wow,
That's a turnip for the
that's
books.
so cool.
Well, I mean, if there's any questions you have, maybe we can, when we have a bit of time, we can do that.
Oh, I have so many questions.
Half fell for the shelves. Prince could be stuck in the mud.
I just want to see Dave
Oh my
roll play a
God.
turnip.
You want to what?
I just
Go
want to
play
see
a
you
turnip.
roleplay
I mean,
turnip.
I'm in, man. Fuck it. I'm just throw anything at me. I'll do it for the laugh.
Gales, with his farming background, just has visions of bringing Lamud now to like a farm and asking all the plants what they think and what they'd like to grow better and what, like there's
Asking,
just his farmerness is
casting-
like going mad.
I could just imagine Lamad going to the farm of Scales and then casting Speak of Plants, but it's harvest season.
Oh my
You
God.
just hear the screams of thousands of like corn being.
How much psychic damage would Lamud take in that
That's
situation?
grim.
I'd probably knock Lumwood out just from the sheer pain of everything dying around him.
Tyrion Shadowbound says everyone can talk to plants. It's understanding them. Talking back, that's the hard bit. Indeed, it is. Okay, so
For now,
yeah, sorry, go on for now.
yeah, for now, just while everything is going on, you just want like to keep an eye out to see if anything approaches or moving closer, because we are making a lot of noise in this creepy forest.
You sure are. Excellent. I'm glad somebody did that. Okay, so roll me a perception check, please.
Why would something be attacking us? We already killed the witch.
Yeah. They can't attack us if it's dead,
Or
Well,
rather
no.
safe than sorry.
You're under the impression that there's only one.
Perception check, please.
Another day done.
21.
One.
Yeah, I mean, are you sort of walking a slight perimeter, or are you just sitting there and just
Yeah.
looking over people? You're walking a
Yeah.
slight perimeter. Okay, cool. As you walk the slight perimeter, you sort of, out of the corner of your eye, catch a figure moving. Look over. You see someone dart into the trees. Going from, let me get my ruler, going from, where are you there? From here to here.
Would that movement be like very familiar?
Very familiar.
Oh, God.
What?
And then NPCs. You see your old friend Gorwin. Just looking at you. Disappears.
Did only me see it?
Yes. No one else reacted to it. Anyway, I mean, you can turn around and you can verify that. Yeah, I mean, you can ask, "Hey guys, did you see that?"
He wants to ask, but he doesn't want to ask.
You're fucking right. I wouldn't ask.
Yeah, it's like
Strawberry
he
says,
just-
no fucking clowns.
he just keeps on staring down that path, not moving or anything. He's just keeping eye.
Yeah, no one
Okay.
else seems to have reacted to it. And now that you think about it, he did seem to be somewhat transparent.
That's not creepy.
You would be familiar with that kind of, a kind of spirit protection and stuff like that.
Yep.
Would be something that that the assassins would use to unnerve targets, when they're miles away or days away, just to put them on edge.
So I won't be able to know how far he is from us because
Very, very hard. No, you wouldn't know.
yeah.
But he does seem to know where you are now, as opposed to having a rough idea.
Okay. For now, we'll just turn around to the groups. We should either get a move on, but with Robert's state, we have to rest as well.
Roll
I
me a
don't think we're-
perception check. For now, another one.
It's not just Robert's state, it's all of our state.
Yeah, we're all pretty
Nine.
much in shit.
Yeah, there's nothing else you kind of glean from that.
Are the rest of us paying any more attention now that Fanar has spoken up?
But I mean, you just found out that a plant can be tickled.
I know my mind is completely blown.
Pretty much. I don't know. Has Fanar like he's just talking about should we move on or should we? You didn't sort of go. Did you guys see that?
Yeah, he's just gonna say to the party we might be in more danger than we think.
What do you
That-
mean?
What's
Sounds
that
kind of ominous. Yeah.
I mean, that's a big claim to make all of a sudden.
Insight check.
Okay, roll inside.
Ren's on edge in this forest. He's like,
That's going to rename this game to Dungeons and Insights 5th edition.
yeah. Oh, that's intimidation. No, I didn't
Insight
draw
and
that.
intrigue. That's a 9.
9, yeah, no. Ren's like, "Huh."
Hard to tell.
I mean, what do you mean we're in more danger? I mean, we're in the middle of a haunted fucking forest or a corrupted forest at the very least. We're pretty obviously in danger wherever we go.
Just remember, there's more people that are hunting us.
Like who?
What does
Right.
that mean?
Yeah, what does that
They
literally?
don't-
What does that mean? Who is hunting us?
So remember, we didn't stop.
Stiletto?
No, we didn't stop them completely. So
Yeah, you mean Stiletto? I don't think Stiletto's going to come after us after we fucking murdered his best, his general, like we did. I think
yeah.
that's, I think we're kind
He
of
wants
clear.
revenge.
revenge is also.
No, we could take him.
Them.
Yeah, that's what I said. Them.
I'll place it him.
EM.
Okay,
No,
cool.
EM.
Yeah,
That's just the accent.
yeah.
you know.
Cool.
So, for now, I understand what you're saying. I just prefer if we have a rest and continue when we are a bit better equipped mentally and physically too.
I mean, Fanar, you only need 4 hours
Thanks,
sleep,
sir.
right?
If it does make you feel better for now, we can set up a proper watch.
We can do a long race and everything. I will just take the first watch, the first 4 hours watch.
Yeah, sounds
I'm
good.
fine with that.
You're going to try and
Or-
for a long rest. Long rest in the
In the corrupted
forest,
forest.
formerly known as the Carved Witch's Forest.
Yes.
Correct.
Excellent.
We've
okay.
killed the Carved Witch, or forest can't be that.
We
bad.
did it before.
Technically, this forest belongs to Shane.
Yeah.
Once Scales
the
heard
plant
4
kind of shakes
hours,
a little bit.
he's gonna have basically rearranged himself to curl up in a circle around the potted plant. So he's kind of curled, and the potted plant's at his stomach, and his tail has come around to wrap as well. So now Scales is just checked out of the. He's like, oh, cool, resting, cool, sleep.
I can try getting rid of the magic on the plant, like at least once a day, like while we're
Leave
building
it.
down. I'm just
No.
saying.
No.
One dragonborn eye just
Until-
opens to stare at you, Ren, and then closes again.
Look, Ren, I understand where you are coming from. I understand what you are trying to do.
Yeah,
But
like I mean, I just
until
want to help.
Until we understand what the situation is, let's err on the side of caution.
I mean, Dave, I would assume Ren knows about the spell through polymorph, considering that line of magic is what he studied. So can I make
you would know of it, like the
Yeah,
master
could I make
spoke of it like in terms and phrases that you do not understand yet.
Yeah, can I make an educated guess as to that's likely what's happened to this plant?
You can certainly try.
Yeah, I'll make an Arcana check. Why did that roll 4 times? It's a 12.
It is 12. Hard to tell. There's the educated, amongst the transmutation circle, and you'd be familiar with the parlance that that they bandy around. Then there would be the more sort of infernal and nature-based versions of a spell like that. That have different implications and far-reaching consequences and whatnot. And then there's some dark necromantic magic that could maybe do something as well. So it's very hard to tell.
Oh, then there's just wild magic.
Indeed.
Magic
Jawbreaker says she's scared for Shane. Do not
He
let
should
Ren
be.
prepare breakfast. He'll definitely try and make a salad.
Nah.
Chat. Tyrion Shadowbane, Hellfire. Oh, yeah, sorry. Okay, cool. So you're going to take a long rest. Who's on first watch?
Vanilla.
And I was taking first.
Okay, cool.
I'll say it with him.
Excellent. All right.
For the
I'll
full
take-
4?
Well, I mean, you'll have to stay up for 2
Or
at
for an hour.
least.
Yeah.
I'll take then after Jaden, I'll take a 2-hour shift.
Just alternate, yeah.
I'm up for taking one as well.
Yeah, I think
I'm
between
just
you,
sleeping
yeah.
the whole night.
I think
Robert-
I think Rob
Robert
gets
sleeps the whole night, and then
Yeah, that's cool.
Bren and Scales can take the last 4 hours.
Okay. Dr. Truman says someone gave me salad for breakfast. I would become violently aggressive, as would I, my friend.
Agreed. 100% agree.
Exactly. Okay, cool. So for the first couple hours, you guys, do you want to talk amongst yourselves, or do you just want me to roll for an encounter?
I just want to sleep.
Okay. So Jaden and Fanar, I think you're up first, aren't you?
Yeah.
Hi.
What he got jumpy all of a sudden there.
I just think I thought I saw something in the forest, but yeah, we're in a creepy forest, so
Yeah, we are known. That's perfectly reasonable. I think you scared everybody with the talk. Like I saw the shift in your body language when you saw whatever it was that was out there. But man, like that was a lot.
Fidel would just like change it. Fidel would just like change the subject quickly and like, I wonder why with Robert with grey hair, it's like all of a sudden he came back with grey hair.
Well, yeah, we didn't really touch on the fact that somebody died and then came back to life.
Hopefully,
That's amazing, but
hopefully that won't happen again.
well, I suppose, yeah, the first part of that, absolutely, yeah. And if the first part was to happen again, hopefully the second part would then also happen. I just
No,
never seen anything like that.
to be honest, me as well, with all the years. Why was the plant so offended when they said the else was? Oh well, I didn't pay much attention.
Well, it's old bad blood. It's just as far as I know.
Yeah.
If he's from a while ago, I mean, who knows what was going on at that time, you know? Or the plant beside him may have been an elephant constantly chattering in his ear. You never know.
Yeah, we will never know.
Welcome back to part 2 of the Sopherone Saga. And our friends have just had a nasty run-in with an imp. Well, one of our friends. So after all that, they got the long rest, and you guys have leveled up.
Yeah.
Although Scales is yet to increase his hit points.
Oh yes, on my
That's your new max. Is it 55?
No, 64.
64. Okay. I don't know why you're.
I forgot to update the bars. I just updated the sheet. There we go.
Okay.
On my sheet.
All right. Let me double check one thing for you, because it should be showing everything else. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, 64. Perfect.
I do have to say, I feel a lot better after that rest.
Yeah.
You look it.
That's the curious thing. It's like, a few hours sleep shouldn't have really been this restorative, but Robert, you do feel like a hell of a lot better, but you're still not quite there.
Still not 100%, yeah.
Yeah. So
I still have -3 to all of my rolls.
Yeah. For those in chat, if you guys want to say briefly what level you are now and what's changed for your characters, so they can sort of keep up. Start with Robert.
I now have expertise in perception and insight.
That means you can add half
Double
your
my
proficiency bonus to
proficiency.
get double your proficiency. Excellent.
Yeah, it's double
Scales, level 6.
So Scales at level 6, basically the ancestral guardians who appear from their spectral normal lives to come to my aid and the aid of the party. Now when I see somebody getting attacked within range of me, they will go and they will shield that person or member of the party or whoever we're defending and reduce the damage that they take.
That's a reaction thing for you, is it?
Yeah.
As a reaction. Yeah.
Excellent. Jonathan Fanar.
His unarmed strikes is now magical, and he can run now for 50 feet.
50 feet in that's your movement.
That's the movement.
So conceivably you could 50 feet movement, 50 feet action dash, 50 feet step of the wind.
That I'm not going to use.
But you could.
So 150
do 150 feet in one round.
Yeah.
Bananas.
Nice knowing you all.
Don't.
If anyone needs drinks from the bar, Fanar is going to the bar.
As long as he ties his laces.
Yeah.
I can only go 90 feet per round.
That's still pretty impressive.
Oh, that's so terribly
Not right now,
slow.
though, Robert.
I can do 60, man.
Lamud, what's happened with level 6 Lamud?
So for Lamud at level 6, better be beast shapes and we'll see how that goes.
Lamont can also punch a ghost now.
That's technically bite claw.
Ren.
Yeah, Ren can fly. He can stop magic from hitting him. He can have a pet rock. That's about it.
Okay, so pet rock and some cool new spells.
Yeah.
Jaden.
Great weapon master. So that's stacked on top of Sentinel, Polar Master, and Great Weapon Fighter, just to really get that windmill going.
Yeah.
And to counteract the, for anybody who doesn't know, it's the minus accuracy for plus damage that can be counteracted by precision attack anyway. So
Yeah, it's nasty. It's nasty combo. It's a nasty
Wow.
combo.
Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, never even considered that. Excellent. So look, we're level 6, which means I get to start bringing the big guns now, which is good.
I need paper.
Probably
and
won't.
ink
I'm
immediately.
looking forward to this. Okay, cool. So you guys want to make your way through the less tangled corrupted forest as the sun begins to rise over this, this still tangled and messy and canopied corrupted forest, or somewhat corrupted forest now. You guys can make your way through and onto the edge of the map. You don't even have to do that. I'll just grab you. So
Ryan is keeping an eye out for the stupid imp.
yeah, I mean, part of you swears you can hear a little bit of it. I'm gonna get rid of you guys there and paste you in here. You can hear some wing flaps or something, or some
This guy gonna be the new Arthur Strummer? Am I gonna have two imps annoying me now?
Funny how they all annoy you.
Like, did you guys tell us about this attack that happened?
Oh yeah,
while we were
jumped.
asleep.
I got jumped by an imp in my sleep. Yeah, Mud saved my life. I almost died. What kind of a bitch attack someone in their sleep though? Fucking dickhead.
That's a smart
It'll be
move.
it'll be more than his house I burned down.
He burned his gaff down, so he's he's pissed.
I thought it was the witch's house.
He thought he was going to inherit it, but anyway.
Don't he just hate his
Backstory aside, yeah. So as you're walking by, this is exactly where you buried the little bear. Wasn't it? Was a bear,
So-
wasn't it?
At this
Yeah, it was
point,
a baby bear.
Yeah, baby bear.
Lamud has given me the strap
Little
thing
baby bear.
made of vines, so that
Yeah.
like Shane plant is strapped to my chest like a baby carrier.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
cool. And it's still kind of moving around. It's
That's awesome.
kind of like it's kind of fronds, and it's little kind of it's little kind of thorny whips are like, and they're almost kind of, you know, if you can imagine someone speaking with their hands. This is what seems to be happening. You can't hear any voice anymore, and Shane is getting like more and more just animated and annoyed.
This is
And
hilarious.
obviously, I'm
I
very sorry,
imagine-
Shane, because I'd named these characters like long before I even had players.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Just cannot switch off at all.
Yeah. Oh, no, totally. Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
Shane.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining
I thought I'm Shanae.
Is a little Gribble. Like he's like Gribble, but now we can't hear him. So it's great.
Okay, so are you guys gonna just make your way past the pet cemetery here, or?
Yeah, well, I mean, Lamud is not planning on stopping at it, but as he passes, he will just, glance in that direction.
Yeah, the earth has been unsettled.
Oh, no.
And unsettled as in dug up, broken up.
It looks like it's erupted from within.
If Lamud notices that, he's just gonna, tell everyone to just hold up for a second.
Just bear with me.
Oh,
And he is going to walk that way and just try and see if he can see anything in the area. Is there any tracks?
Yes. Roll me survival.
It is something I'm supposed to be good at. 13.
That's enough. There's drag marks going deeper into the forest here. This way.
How fresh does it look?
About a day.
We can't go off course following something for a day. Well, everyone,
Someone says almost thankfully.
it looks like our little bear friend that was in the tree has got up and went for a walk.
Okay.
He might be having a picnic somewhere.
If you go
So-
in the woods today.
Let's just keep an eye out.
Maybe death isn't just a thing anymore.
No, that's not how that works, Fauna. Or not Fauna Scales. That death is very much still a thing. Don't get that idea in your head just because
100% see where Scales is going with this though.
But Robert
No,
didn't
Scales.
die.
Scales. Don't
And
know.
the,
We can
but
still
that-
die. We are
the
not
witch
immortal.
didn't die.
What?
Scales, we are not basically gods.
Lamud is going
What did you say about the witch, Scales?
Yeah.
But if Robert didn't die and the bear didn't die, then did the witch die?
Yes, because I burnt the
Oh.
house down on top of her.
How sure are we she's dead?
And Ren almost died.
Yeah, I almost died.
And you didn't die, so
Yeah,
maybe
but that's because Lamud saved me with healing magic.
maybe there's some
by
weird
the way,
spell magic thing happening, so that people can't die anymore.
That'd be pretty cool, but like I don't think that's the case. We're not that lucky.
I wonder
Same.
what happens if somebody died and like their arm had been chopped off. If they came back to life, would they still have an arm?
Depends on the spell. There's some spells
Arthur
regrow
Trevor
limbs.
says, and Brick killed a guy.
Yeah.
Lamur is going to walk up to Scales, just place a hand on Scales' shoulder and say, that bear cub that I buried probably isn't the same anymore. So if you do see it or something like it, just
So kill all bears.
No, not all
not all
bears.
bears. Just be on your guard. This place is evil, it is corrupted. I do not know how long it's going to take to return to normal.
Okay.
Death trap.
Just in the woods or anywhere?
I mean, I'm cool with
Just-
anywhere. Bears are
just-
kind of awful.
Just in these
They're not
woods.
the worst.
In these woods.
I mean,
okay. Maybe
Just stay
nothing
out of
can
their
die
way,
in
they'll
these
usually stay out of
woods.
yours.
what's good
They-
about them?
They're
That
pretty,
is a scary thought, Scales.
I mean,
Half elf from the shelf says, "Good job, the plant isn't around anymore, or it could hurt your pawpaw with a prickly pear. Remember to use the claw."
I mean, Robert, have you never seen a bear coming up and like sitting beside a fisherman try to like steal salmon
No.
from them? It's pretty funny.
No.
Oh yeah, it
funny.
happens. It's happened.
I
Happened a
mean,
few times out there.
is it funny for you that some poor fisherman is having his livelihood like deprived because of his stupid animal?
I mean,
But he shouldn't have stolen the bear's fish.
No, I mean the bear was there first. I mean, technically, it was the bear's fishing grounds before it was the person's. You know.
And yeah, how do you know it wasn't the dragon's fishing ground before the bear?
Hey, we don't talk about dragons.
Yeah.
We don't say the D word when we're in a creepy forest.
I mean, Robert, for someone who likes to draw interesting creatures, that's a weird comment coming from you.
So
I value human
Are-
life more than animal life.
are we staying in the woods where nothing dies, or are we going to keep going?
We are.
I assume we've been
getting
walking
out of
this
here.
during this conversation.
I mean, you can assume all you want. You didn't tell the DM you were doing that, so. But I mean, now you have. So we'll copy you and move you over to, I mean, the slightly more civilized, and yet equally dangerous
Templetown.
Templetown.
I don't think there's. I think Templetown is arguably more dangerous.
Well,
I mean,
now it is.
Arthur's there.
Given that you've gone up a level.
I just immediately see an ogre and I was like, oh shit. I forgot it was Kronk.
Yes, you guys, you're coming in from the. Yeah, you're coming from where you left off there, and you're walking past the blacksmiths. I see you already made your way past the apothecary. And again, sorry, Kronk is not there. I'm gonna delete Kronk for the moment.
Don't you dare delete my Kronk. Best boy.
Deleted.
Is-
Chrono Tooth is deleted. And my two boys are not here at the moment. They're still up.
Where?
Where are they? So how that's been what? That's been 2-3 days.
About 3 days.
Four.
3 days. You guys make your way back, and you're going straight to the apothecary to talk to.
The blacksmith, I thought.
Going
Yeah.
Oh,
straight
sorry,
to the
going straight to the
blacksmith
blacksmith.
Mm.
Okay, of course, yeah.
to go check on.
He is. Okay.
Scales wants to go to the post office.
Which is the town hall. Okay, let's do the blacksmith first, and then we'll go to the town hall. I have so many maps; it's pretty hard to find out. There we are. Blacksmith. Okay, cool.
Nor is not entering.
So
Sure, he's a
Valera
pirate.
and where's Autumn? There she is.
Did anyone take a trophy to prove we've killed the witch?
Well, the proof is going to be if
You didn't tell me to cut her head off, or her
the,
hand, or whatever.
the girl's all right or not.
As you walk in, there is Valera and Autumn just doing their thing. They're actually having a discussion over here by the anvil. As you can do.
How do they look? Do they look worried? Do they look
They look relieved. They look like there's a weight off their shoulder. Hey, excuse me.
Get out of the forge.
You can't just go in there.
What? I was just going to sit by the fire.
Scales take 10.
Yeah, but you almost went. You all stepped into the fire.
But I wasn't
You can't just do that.
I was just going to sit on the edge.
Yeah, just there.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Nobody's good.
I'm so happy you've returned.
Nobody's just walking straight up to them and asking, how is she?
I mean, she's back to her old self, except she only speaks in rhyme now. But apart from that, I mean, I guess we'll take it.
She only speaks in rhyme.
Well, most of the time, she always speaks in rhyme. If you get what I mean. We're not sure why or how this happened, but other than that,
she's struggling here.
She's definitely herself. I mean, this is my idea.
You're reaching for that.
Maybe she just likes
I'm
poems.
like fully qualified for this.
I feel slightly responsible because I burnt that scarecrow that starts screaming like her now. I don't say that out loud, but like.
Okay, well then, don't say
talking
that
out of character, yeah.
I liked poems in school. They rhymed.
Most of the best poems don't rhyme. But anyway.
They don't?
We thank you.
They don't.
We don't have much, but allow us to fetch you some of our savings. And Autumn kind of nods to Valera and she goes,
I don't really.
Go get the extension funds.
Like,
very, very well.
I'm not like too bothered. I can't speak for the rest of the people here, but I mean, when we took on the job, we did agree on a service.
We gave you the manticore wing that you were going to craft into like a cloak for us or something, right?
Yes, it might take a while, but I can certainly do that.
That's the only thing I need. I mean, I can't speak for the rest of the people, but
Honestly, I wouldn't mind getting some gold to be able to afford a diamond at this stage.
What's an extension?
Well, we're hoping
something that makes things longer.
We're hoping to make the the forge bigger, and maybe take on another worker. So extend the forge, if you will.
Make it bigger.
Yes. So we've been saving
empty space.
Saving hard for this. Excuse me.
There's plenty of empty space over towards the entrance, I suppose. Still used. I mean, I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm just thinking out loud.
The point is
you're an engineer.
I mean, I'm not an engineer, but you know.
Yeah, but you take a look. Okay. Anyway, so what would you like? Would you like the magical item? Well, not the magical item. The magical wing created, or will we just give you our savings?
Again, we never agreed to money for this. And I mean, you guys have had it rough enough already.
I agree with
Return in a week. And I may have something for you.
Okay. Any news around town from the rest of the kids?
Do you have anything to eat?
Do you like coal?
Coal.
Girls don't eat coal.
Coal.
I don't know what you people eat.
Coal.
What do you mean, you people?
Yeah, it's like check on the you people.
I was just about to say, does anything seem off about her?
Okay, so who's inside checking what? Someone's inside checking the you people comment.
This is just hungry.
So who's doing the you people comment?
I'll do that.
Okay.
Because that's probably the least important of the two.
I mean, thematically, maybe not.
No, but like I think for the curling. It's a 16.
16. I mean, yeah, she's like, yeah. I mean, like it's less in a
derogatory way,
and more in a like I don't really know what you guys eat because you're not. There's not really a lot of you.
Ah, so it's ignorance, not racism. Got it.
I mean, ignorance is choosing to ignore a fact.
No, I thought ignorance like
And-
willful. No, that's willful ignorance. There's a difference.
Yeah, ignorance is
actual ignorance.
willfully.
You know.
Oh, is
like,
it? I thought. I didn't.
like,
Okay.
you don't accidentally ignore something. You like you're choosing to ignore something. So she like they're not, you know, ignorance. Yeah. Anyway, that's So that, that's it's more based on the fact that there's not really a lot of dragonborn around. So she
Dave,
just, I don't really know what you eat. Lamud.
I just want to check if it feels like she's either hiding something or something is being distorted somewhere.
Okay, roll insight.
Oh, Dave, my passive perception
Oh,
went
come
to
on.
17 because
17. Okay. Because of what?
because
You're
I
level
have
up?
expertise in perception now.
Okay, cool.
You know what?
Do you want to use a
Sorry,
bless?
I'm good now. I'm going to use my inspiration that I've been
Okay.
saving because please be 11.
That's the worst
It's-
feeling in the
it's-
world, especially when you
it's-
use inspiration.
It's better.
You have a bless you can use?
I do have one place. Why the hell not?
That's a 13.
13.
Unlucky for some, but lucky for others. We need a cleric.
She
Guidance.
doesn't want the child to come downstairs. She's her eyes are constantly darting up to the roof. Her eyes are constantly they refuse to meet yours. Any explanations? Like the rhyme thing is questionable at best, and that she really get the vibe she wants you out of here.
After we saved her kid and possibly the whole village, it's kind of
Did you
suspicious.
know?
I mean, we did our best to.
Did you?
We tried.
I'm not.
To our knowledge, we did. Yeah.
I'm not going to say anything.
No, I just want to look at this trophy because he's paranoid of the other trophy that spoke in the carved witch house. You want to see if this thing is alive. So he's poking it.
Fanara's in the forge. No
What's
wonder.
Renar
she
doing?
wants
Oh,
to leave.
you're just poking at those antlers there.
Yeah, because to see if it's alive like the ones in the carved witch.
No, they kind of move. One of them breaks slightly at your touch, and then whereas they were both upright and sticking out, the right one now is just kind of hanging down.
So I was just like slowly walking out.
Back away, not today.
Wasn't
Okay,
welcome in here. Like
Valera
whisper to-
eventually comes back down, and she has a bag of gold. She's wearing a hat now, and she goes to you, Lord. Your payment, please take it, and we'll see you in a week. Goodbye.
Is everything okay?
Can we
Fine,
see
fine.
Can we see the girl?
Oh, she's asleep.
I'm going to insight the check that. Oh, she's asleep because it's
In the middle of the day?
Yeah,
She's-
exactly.
She's probably tired. I mean,
Being possessed by
she's
an
been
ancient
through-
entity is quite taxing on the mental faculties, by all accounts. So,
Yeah, but he died and he's okay.
Yeah, he did
I
die.
don't feel okay.
Ren, what were you were inside checking? She's asleep. She's not asleep.
I mean,
The hat slips down, and there are there's scrape marks across her face.
you don't look okay to me.
I'm okay.
Face
I
tells a different
decide
story.
whether I'm okay. You don't decide whether I'm okay.
I'm just saying.
Here's your gold.
We agreed to help. If there's anything else, like to fix the situation, we can do.
We would be very happy not to receive any more of your help. Thank you.
All right. Well, I suppose Ren will take the bag of gold and be like, right, that's that.
Scales, who was completely unattuned to what was going on before, has been listening to this and is now like a little bit worried. And he's just going to get up and he's going to start wandering as the gold is being exchanged towards the door to where the stairs to upstairs are.
Excuse me.
Yeah?
Those are our private quarters.
I just want to see the girl.
You may not see the girl.
Why not?
Because we are her custodians, her guardians. She is sleeping. You've been paid for your job. Please leave.
What's wrong with her?
We risked our lives to save her. I think we kind of have the right to know
No,
something's not
this
right.
is in reaction to what Scale said. She winces visibly at that. What's wrong with her?
This isn't okay. You're her custodians. You're her parents, and parents don't act like this.
I am going to cast Detect Thoughts.
If there's something wrong,
She's not well.
and
Is it
I mean, we
not
already
nightmares?
promised we'll help. If there's more help that's needed, I at least am willing to give it.
You guys hear laughter in like crazy, insane laughter. And a growling as the child that you saw before again levitates down the stairs. And you can just hear her as she appears in the doorway here. She's a foot above the floor, but her toenails are like they're a foot long and they're scraping along and they're just carving divots in the wooden floor. And now that you look through the door, you can see there is like a carved channel of where she's made this journey like many times before. And
Is the symbol carved into her?
no,
Okay.
but
Did
There
when
is-
they found the Heartstone earlier, did the whole group know?
Ren didn't explain what it was. He didn't know what it
explain
was.
what it was.
What about
Scales
that,
is
or was that-
frozen. Oh, yeah, you're back.
Oh, okay, no, cool. Never mind.
And she's sort of floating there, and she's like, I can't sleep. I can't sleep. I can't stop floating.
Well, we're all just objects in space.
I'm not. You said you'd save me.
Ren's going to pull out the black stone he found on the
That's
witch and
it.
hold it up. Does she react at all?
She recoils, and you can hear the scrape of nails as she goes up the stairs.
Okay.
Ren, what's that?
I found it on
I
the witch. I thought it was just a gem. I mean,
But what is it?
Because
The
the
black
witch
gem.
didn't die in the woods. Because nothing dies in the woods.
do you want me to, when you say what is it, do you want me to like take the time to
I'll-
properly find out what it
I
is?
want to know what it is.
Right, it's a black gemstone. Ren will pull out his spellbook, open it, and he'll do what he does. He plops down in the middle of the forge and he puts it on one of the pages and starts chanting. So he casts Identify on it. Now it's a Heartstone of witch thing, so you've already explained to me what it does, Dave. So do I get any more like knowledge as to if it would help in this situation at all? Or
No, from your Identify, it's what the witch used to become ethereal. It's what the witch used to haunt these children, to invade and pierce their dreams. And
Oh.
you would imagine that it would be, given that it's capable of transporting someone from the prime material plane to the ethereal plane, it is something that would resonate on both planes. And it would, if she's leaning over them and it's hanging around her neck, it would be in their face, like
so she
right in their
recognizes
eye
it.
line. and she recognizes it and she's terrified of it.
So, to my knowledge, this right here is what the witch used to haunt these kids. Now, I had two ideas.
Smash it.
Smash it, or I could dispel the magic on it. I don't know if that'll do anything.
Scales, you feel the plant shudder a little bit.
When I said dispel?
Mention of dispel magic.
So,
I pat one or two of the leaves just gently.
One of them falls off.
That is an option.
or I could throw it in the forge and melt it.
I've got one thing I can try. I can
It's
try.
a map says fireball. And Lumbering Paddy says lick it.
I'm not licking this down. I pulled this off the corpse of a hag.
I can try a restoration. See if that.
Interesting.
I
That's
do
a
have
restoration.
a lesser restoration. I do have it prepared today.
It removes the condition, doesn't it?
It removes the condition, but Lamud is willing to
Okay.
to at least try.
What's the casting time on it? Is it one action?
The casting time on lesser restoration
where you have to
is
hold her down.
one action and it's touch.
Okay.
So that is kind of looking over at them, and I'm kind of addressing them, asking for permission to do this.
They're like, we'll try anything at this stage.
Scales.
So Scales has.
They go and get her.
Scales had moved into a room or into the doorway to in case she came back.
Yeah, they go and get her, and they're like, "Come on, darling, and they bring her into, and they bring her over towards the forge here, and the light of the forge casts like her hair still hasn't been washed. Her toenails have grown, and her fingernails have grown an horrific amount, like they're out to a foot. And she looks like she, the thing she wants the most is to be able to stand on the ground, but she's sort of cursed with levitation. And she's slowly starting to lose her mind now that it's been given back to her in a way.
I'm just going to look over at both of them and say, Holder, I don't know if this will have any positive, negative, or no effect at all, but let us see where it goes.
So if Scales, and I think it's Jaden, have now so Scales is gonna look at her parents and be like, you should step away because we'll hold her.
They do. Go to there. One of them, Autumn picks out one of the pokers from the forward, and she's just holding it. It's not really clear whether she's kind of directing it at the child or you.
Scales really quickly is going to gesture to Jaden, and then he's going to very quickly just let go for a second, pop over to the sideboard, take Shane and put Shane down on the sideboard from the carrier, and then come back and hold her arm again.
Okay.
So Lamud is just going to close his eyes for a second, and he whispers to himself, Ashpar, and then reaches out with his hand and places it on her shoulder as the restorative energy transfers from him to her.
What's your spell save DC?
My spell save DC is low. It's a 13.
Doesn't seem to have any effect. She reacts badly to it. You feel as though you get the similar sensation that you get when someone resists the casting of one of your spells on them.
So there's something fighting back.
I'm going to use a third level to cast dispel magic on the stone that's still in my hand.
Scales, you hear the plant violently shaking.
Can
okay,
Scales?
So you're going to cast. Sorry, yeah, go on.
I was going to say, can Scales try to distract her if Lamud wants to try
Okay, roll your dispel
Arcana.
magic, my friend. Yep.
Okay, it's a
Hold on,
D10
let's
plus 7.
Just,
Well,
throw the spell in there.
if it's anything more than the level of spell
Didn't you say
I'm casting.
this art stone could cure disease?
It's not a sanctified or a very pure item. Divine.
Yeah,
from the thing is that like anything it cures. Okay, so 10 plus the spell's level.
I kind of want to steal it so I can go invisible or something.
Okay, roll your d20 then.
That's a D20. Sorry, I rolled that wrong. $15
is not enough.
Okay,
it begins to lose its kind of its black onyx shiny luster for a little bit, and like kind of changes its shiny onyx to a kind of a more matte black for a second, and it begins to sort of not turn to ash but just become a little bit more tactile, and then it just returns.
You react at all when that starts happening?
It did. The shot? No.
So if Scales is not letting go of the gold,
so yeah, Scales.
Then if you would allow it, I'll try a lesser restoration again.
Yeah, go ahead.
So Scales, while he's holding on to her and he sees the first one fail, not noticing what Ren was doing, he's going to nod at Lamud, and then he's going to be like rattling around in his pocket, and he's going to pull out this thing that looks like a lemon, but it's not a lemon. And he's going to be like, "Hey kid, look.
Is this the not lemon from games ago?
This is the not lemon from games and games ago. It's been in my inventory this whole time."
Oh my god.
And he's going to be like, "Look at this. Look, it's not a lemon. What do you think it is?" And while he's holding her with one hand, he's like waving the lemon in front of her, kind of going like, "Seriously, it's not a lemon, but do you know what it is? I don't know what it is. It's not a lemon though."
Guys, I think it might not be a lemon.
Okay, I'm gonna I'll give you advantage on the roll this time, Lord.
Yeah, so she's basically.
Oh, sorry. I'll give her disadvantage. So yeah, sorry. I'll give her disadvantage on the roll.
DC 13.
That's a 6. Yeah, she seems very fascinated with this not lemon, and more so the little jaunty dance that Scales is sort of doing, this anthropomorphized lemon or not lemon, that seems to be sort of almost talking and moving around and doing a dance. So as that happens and her eyes are sort of kind of fixated on this, Lamud, you cast a spell, and
you know, just to make it worth it, I'm gonna, instead of using a second level slot, I'm gonna use a third level slot.
I mean, you've already made it.
No, I'm saying I want to do it like that just for flavor.
Okay, no problem.
He's pushing more of his energy into this.
Okay, and as you make that decision, you see the light in the forge just die down a little bit, and you feel everyone in the line between the forge and Lamud, so Autumn, Valera, and Jaden, you feel a kind of a hot gust of air just pass by you, and the forge just dims in its light a little bit, and Lamud, you just extend and expand your druidic powers, and you cast a spell, and you see Gabby's eyes just finally close, and her head just goes. She still is, unfortunately, suspended in midair.
We need to remove curse for that, I think.
I mean, at that limit, is just kind of, gonna drop back to sitting position, kind of out of breath.
But immediately, Autumn and Valera are like, this is the quietest she's ever been. It's a miracle.
Gonna look over at Autumn and say, I don't think it's over yet. There's still something there, something that hasn't been removed yet.
So she's still floating.
She's still floating.
At this stage, it's beyond me and what I can do.
Scales does want to sort of like let go of her arm and then like push down on her head gently, and then let go and see if she floats back up again.
She does, and as you do that, like her toenails, which they seem to have they've cut through the front of her little sandals or whatever she was wearing, and they've sort of they've curved around the bottom of whatever the footwear is, and they're scraping along the stone floor, the flagstone floor, and as you push her down, you hear that kind of scrape as they go almost the wrong way. So if you were to get your nails and run them the wrong way on the flagstone floor, this is what you hear, and you can sort of secondhandly kind of feel as you push her down, and then it's slightly less horrific sound as the backs of her nails just kind of scrape and go the way nature intended, and then she sort of bobs up a little bit and then just kind of resets.
I don't think it worked.
I'm gonna put the heartstone on an anvil, pick up this hammer that's sitting on it, and swing it at it.
There's no right way, Dave.
She's sleeping at least. I'll take the small victory for now.
Well, that's true.
Ren.
She looks more peaceful.
I'm Gimliing the heartstone.
Ren. The door here creaks, and you see a tiny little red head creep in.
I'm not healing you again.
Ren,
What?
I can make her sleep forever. I'll see you soon. And he's gone.
Sorry about that. This guy was at the witch's house. He's been following us since. He's kind of creepy.
He's gone before they even see.
Did they hear him?
They're
Though?
like, what was that? What was that?
Scales is going to have seen Ren with the anvil and the hammer, and he'd be like, wait. She was afraid of it. So now that she's asleep, maybe touch her with it or something.
I mean, I poke her with the heartstone. I walk over and poke her with the heartstone. Does it do anything?
Nope.
All right, then I go back over and I smash it with the hammer.
Okay, roll to hit.
It's the strength, I assume.
D20. You're not proficient. Yeah, so D20 plus strength.
So D20 minus 1.
Yeah.
11.
I mean, look, it's stationary and everything.
Oh no.
Yeah. Cool. Roll your damage. Let's see. Hammer. What? D4.
Okay, so yeah.
4 damage. Kink.
Minus 1 is 3. Quick maths.
Yeah, 3.
Okay.
It's the most pathetic swing of anvil the blacksmith's ever
It's-
seen.
Yeah, I mean, Autumn and Valera just kind of look over, and like actually Valera just steps out closer to the hot fire because it's safer there. They look at you and they're like, "What are you trying to do?
Break the gem.
You swung with your wrist. Swing with your shoulder. Try again. How do you even turn a page? How are your wrists not broken? If that's how you use your arms. Good God.
He doesn't.
Scales is going to put his not a lemon back in his pocket while this is going on.
Okay. What's Ren doing? Is that you trying again? Ren just misses the anvil and hits the bucket, and the bucket of the water just goes, and Autumn comes over. Oh, darling, no. Just
You
give
do
it. Give it to me. No, just give it to me. Give it to me. Okay.
At this, Ren picks up the stone and flings it into the forge.
You throwing it into the forge?
Yep.
I love Dave's face's reaction to that.
Lamut was going to take the girl and kind of guide her upstairs at this point.
Or
floating
maybe
help
not
her
ask the
upstairs,
strong
but
person.
Oh, shit. Okay, she throw it into the forge. Do you say? No, you didn't say anything. You just threw it in. Okay, cool. It settles in there, and if you've ever put popcorn into a bottom of a hot pan, it begins to, and Autumn is the first, and she goes, move, and she moves, and Valera moves 5, she goes 10, and I'm gonna need a dex save from everyone.
Oh no!
Can I
That rolls 4 times for some stupid reason, but it's 12.
cover the child?
I'd happily fail my dex save if it means covering the child.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let's just see what everyone rolls first, and then we'll do collateral damage.
Yeah.
26 minus 3, 23.
Jaden with the nat 20. Katie had some absence to laugh from upstairs. Okay, cool. So anyone get lower than a 12?
I got a 12.
I did.
You have advantage. Danger sense.
Oh,
Yeah, you get danger sense.
Ooh, danger sense. Okay,
Sense.
here we go. Hench.
Hench. Oh, no.
I still got a 10.
Okay, so everyone else, even the child who is asleep. Actually, so I should give her disadvantage.
You don't have to give a child disadvantage on a dex. Oh,
Yeah,
you
that's a
fucker.
3. Fuck her. Okay, cool. So Jaden, you are with a natural 20. I'll say you can. Yeah, you can.
I'd even like swap mine for hers if that was.
Oh, so you want to put her in front of the
Push her
fire
in.
No. Sorry. I meant the result, as in cover her, and that be the intention as opposed to. And so if there's a save and it's a 20, confer that to the girl, and I'll take the
Is
the
this
3.
my second accidental fireball? Is that what I've done?
So basically, what's happened is you threw this in, and it scuttled around like I said, a popcorn kernel. And let me go to my library templates, and it explodes like a motherfucker.
I counterspell that.
It's not a spell, my friend.
Damn it.
You threw a grenade in the fire. You can't counterspell that.
So, right. So Robert and Fanara, you need to make the save. Scale doesn't matter. Jaden, Lamud, and the parents and the child. Okay, so let's roll for the parents.
Oh, murder by accident again.
Okay, so Autumn first is a 2. Valera is a 13. Okay, so the DC is 12.
I'm sorry for what it's worth.
That what's the thing with the where he plays the flute and all the rats follow him, like the Pied Piper.
Pied
We're gonna
Piper.
be the Pied Piper of little children following our party that we have to look after.
So that's 14 points of damage to anyone who failed. 7 to anyone who made it.
I don't need to though because I was out of range, wasn't I?
Yeah.
So
you're saying that
anyone down?
Shane, that you would like to swap places.
But take the 14 if the kid can take the 7. Well, it's
Sorry.
what I'm trying to do.
I totally get it.
Yeah,
I totally get it.
yeah.
But I mean, the question.
I just have to say-
of itself.
Arctic Trooper in chat says the Fried Piper, more like.
At this stage, I accept any consequences that comes to Ren. I'll have a backup character for next session.
Okay, cool. So 14. So anyway, so we were there.
You really need to stop acting on these impulses of yours.
Okay,
He's
so
an
you're
impulsive
gonna. So
character,
she's
just
gonna take
character
7.
flaw.
She's. This is not good. So, look. Do you know what?
Lamad has healing magic.
I gotta say she's on death saves because like it's gonna like we only run this game every 2 weeks. If I have to have all the fucking town's guard out after you for killing the child, it's gonna take months to get this storyline done. But she's not in a good way. I'm gonna give her 2 death saves. Let's just see where she is. That's a nat 1 and a success. So that one is 2 fails and 1 success. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Does anyone want to go over and maybe turn the fucking tide here?
He just said cure wounds.
Excellent.
Fenari is just gonna walk up right and just not smack him with. He's gonna hit him straight through the face with a fist.
All right. Shield. Roll to hit.
Hold on with the roll to hit there for 1 second. Let's just do this. So it's 4 healing. Okay. Cool. She's still asleep. The wounds look significantly better, but she's
significantly worse.
She's still asleep. So I'm not doing PvP here because I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah.
I mean, if you guys want to role play it amongst yourselves,
If he wants to try to hit me, Ren will just block the thing with a shield, kind of thing.
Okay, so you guys work that out between you without rolling dice. How that works.
Yeah, if Aaron tries to get Ren blocks it with magic. That's I assume it's happening. I'm not going to fight back or anything because he feels responsible. He's just not going to take a punch.
Bernard,
You really need to stop acting on these impulses.
are you going to say something?
No, he's just like after the shield is like think before you do anything else. Because apparently that's not your strong point. And he just turns around and walk.
Jawbreaker says, "Speak with your fist."
I'm going to go tend to Autumn, and I forget the other one's name.
Yeah,
Valera.
sorry.
I'm going to go tend to their wounds as well.
Yeah, I mean, they seem pretty okay.
Undamaged, okay, or okay with what?
No,
happened?
they like
As in, they're secretly adventurers, okay?
if
They have a
you
lot of
if
points.
it's enough from you for a second now. Hold on. So if you were in that blast and you're taking that damage, they're pretty much the same vibe.
So I'm tending to them.
They're hurt, but they're not as hurt as as
I would expect them to be.
yes.
I mean, Lamud would probably not even notice that at this point. I mean, he's looking down at the ground and just trying to heal them as best he can.
Look, they'll take it. They'll take it. Okay. But they're like, yeah, they're pretty pissed. Cool. Okay.
Scales, once he's content that the child is alive,
Yeah.
is going to just take Shane. And
Oh, yeah,
walk-
the plant game. That's actually.
And the plant
No,
was too far
the
away.
plant was out of range. It's going to take Shane and just walk out the door. Once he's happy that the child is like still alive
Okay,
but asleep.
okay. All right.
I'm going to turn to Autumn and say, if she gets any worse, please let me know.
We will.
And I'm just going to turn around and walk out the door.
So, I mean, before you go, Lamud.
Yep. So you'll stop halfway and just
You
kind of,
You can
look
see. You can see now why we may have wanted to handle this ourselves.
understandable, but what I'm saying is you do not have to. If it is discretion that you need, I will not speak to anyone about this.
I mean, discretion is valuable, but this is Dave laughing. Gabby was certainly in better shape before you all arrived.
And I regret that.
At least she's quiet now.
She's very quiet. Yes, so maybe we could arrange some sort of system where if we require your services, we ask for them.
That is fair.
Rather than having them foisted upon us.
That is fair.
Excellent. Much appreciated.
And Lamont,
your item will be ready within a week.
Thank you.
Lamont is not answering. He's just walking out.
And I'm sorry about that business.
Regrettable.
Please take care of yourself.
I'll try.
Be safe.
You look different.
I feel different.
Interesting.
But yeah, this whole thing's taken a toll on all of us. So
Very well.
I'll just leave.
I see.
Once Ren walks out of the house, because I think it was Ren that took the money off them.
Oh yeah, Ren has left that. He didn't bring it with. He left it on the
okay.
envelope. Yeah.
I don't think Scales saw that though. So Scales, when you emerge, is going to walk over to you and be like, "The money pouch."
In there. I didn't bring it with. I don't think I should take money off them after, blowing them up.
You didn't take it.
No, because I blew them up.
You didn't take it before you blew them up, or
Well,
after
I had it.
you?
I had it, and then I left it.
Okay then. And
That's-
Scales just nods and goes away with Shane again.
Also, if anyone wants to inside check that, don't bother. He is telling the truth. He doesn't have the money pouch.
The equivalent of Trump.
Inside check if
Believe me.
Ren is if Karag is telling the truth about Ren.
Inside check me, sir. Ren is he's embarrassed. He is very clearly ashamed and embarrassed. Yeah.
One second now. Yeah, okay, cool. So, you guys, as you leave, where'd you come out of? You come out of there, the blacksmith. So cool. So what's your plan?
I still
Scales,
want to
what
go
did
to
you
the
do?
post office.
Lamont is walking with Scales towards the post office.
Okay, cool. So you guys head towards the town hall then.
Ren goes straight to the inn. He's not going with them.
No problem.
I don't even know where the post office is.
It's the town hall. Town
It's
hall.
the town hall.
Just sort of the way you came in. Over here.
Town hall.
the
There we go. Okay.
shipping.
I see.
There you go.
There we go. Okay, Scales is going to head there.
Okay, so you guys, what do you need to post?
So Scales is going to find a piece of paper, which I'm sure there is in the town hall, and he's going to
Yep.
scribble a note. And his note reads, I have it here somewhere. Give me 1 second. He's trying to send a note to his parents, which in fairness, he's sending to Sam and Sarah Tyler in the wine country at that part of the world. So he doesn't know their actual address.
Sam and Sarah Tyler, wine country.
Or down in the name of that zone that he does know the name of, but I don't.
Let me just pull it there. Sorry, 1 sec. Go. Templates gone. Handouts. So yeah, they're dead. Yeah, it is literally called Wine Country.
Yeah,
it's the iron vineyard, which is built over the Lucent River.
He's kind of, I think, hoping or relying on Irish-style postal efficiency.
And you know what? Like, I mean, it's Sopherone. I think that will probably work.
Because he doesn't know exactly where they moved to, but he's sending them a letter and he just scrawls this note And it's like, hello, Mum and Dad. I hope you've gotten all set up and settled in the new place, and that the wine is good like you had hoped, and that it is warm and sunny. Things are going well for me. I have made lots of new friends, and they are very interesting and good at being defenders, and we go on lots of quests, and like I had hoped to. When I have more time, I will send more news, and maybe my new friend Robert will help me because he writes books and has better words. Love, Scales.
My
He
heart.
writes this note, and he addresses it to Sam and Sarah Tyler Wine Country, and hopes that it will get there, and goes to post his note.
Do you need
That's
me
so
to
lovely.
proofread anything, or?
That is so lovely. That just makes me want to kill them more.
Mostly, he wouldn't have even thought of doing this quite so soon, except
Yeah, you got a fright.
he got a fright, and now
Yeah.
he's like, but he has no concept whatsoever of, like, they're never going to be able to send him a response because God knows where he'll be when that response comes. But I suppose
Yeah, but I
Templetown
mean,
will be
you know,
Templetown.
but at least Scales has the reassurance of knowing that a response will, if a response comes, it will come to this place.
Yeah, so he'll check in every now and then, but he feels the need to send them a note, and he doesn't want to take the time to actually detail real news. So yeah, that's what he's doing.
Certainly send it on. There'll be Pony leaving, and please at least 10 days. I think it will be on it.
Is this guy drunk?
He's just a post office worker.
Pretty much takes its toll on the best of us.
Does it cost me to send that?
2 silver. In the box there, in the box.
Scales drops it into the box.
I'm watching. Very good.
1,
What?
2.
Very good.
Did you need me to proofread anything, or? I suppose it's too late now, but
Too late. But the next one, Robert, I need you to help me write so that I can tell them about our adventures. But I just wanted to send them a quick note.
Okay. So where's everyone else? Fanar, you're here.
No, Fenor was just still there at the market. He's very paranoid, so he's just like looking
You're
every
here?
time over. Let's
Move
see.
your character to where you would be.
No, over there. Yeah, he's just moving around there, paranoid.
As you pass by here, you hear commotion over here, and you see 2 very, very drunk, what look like veteran warriors, and they're not quite here, but you hear the sounds, and it's round about the back of the bakers, and you hear, I'll kill you, I'll fucking stab you. This is it. I fucking work with you too long. I fucking told you. Oh, fuck you, fucking wanker. You're dead. They're never coming back. Fucking, we no boss now.
Fenor is going to investigate that. To go check what's happening.
All
I
right,
go with him.
You're gonna. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
cool.
he's gonna go stealth.
You're gonna stealth in.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right.
can I join them for that?
There are 2 of these boys. Yeah. Roll your stealth. Okay, 15 and 12. They're in their height of it. So I'll say the DC was 12.
I failed then because I have -3. So I still have revive
okay,
sickness.
yeah. They're in the middle of a battle, and they hear this, ow, as one of your ribs that hasn't quite healed just kind of like scrapes off the other one, and they're like, oh, you fucking wanker, I'll fucking kill you, and then all out. Fuck do you want? And as he says that, this guy jabs a fucking sword straight into his back. Shing! And just grabs the body and just like throws it behind him. You ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing, pal.
I saw you murder a guy.
You
we
saw
saw-
you see me murder another guy. which will be you. But I mean, it will be like you'll see me as right before I murder you. But
Okay, but
after, I'm gonna kill you.
I just start screaming for the guard.
Are you gonna do that?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
I'm not gonna do it IRL because people are sleeping. But
Yeah, no,
I
totally.
start screaming, guards,
Right.
guards!
Oh, you fucking worker! And he throws a dagger at you. We're not gonna do an ancient fear because it is.
V1.
No, it's a kind of a foregone
Got it.
conclusion. But he's gonna give you a little quick ranged dagger attack. Let's see what happens.
Natural 1.
That is a natural 1. Oh dear, he was pretty low on hit points. Anyway, why don't you roll me the D100 there?
Does the max rolls up an iron? Does the max damage he can possibly do to himself? Just kills himself with his throw dagger. He hits off the
31.
thing, bounces, and stabs him in the forehead.
31. Dropped weapon. You drop your weapon and it falls 10 foot from your location in a random direction. Doesn't matter. So nothing else happened. The guards come running. They make that noise as
You
well.
just killed that man.
With their mouths. And they're
I'll
like,
just tell them
it's very strange.
you just attacked that man, stabbed him in the back, and then tried to throw me with a dagger, but he has piss poor aim.
And your man goes, all right, gentlemen, I think we all know why we're here. Agent of the Crown here. Working with Valda. These men here just attacked my accomplice. They killed him. Arrest them. And they're like, yes, sir. Yes, sir. And they
Wait,
begin to
what?
arrest you.
No,
Oh
That's where
wow!
we're going to leave it
What?
for tonight.
So basically, Dave was like, "Fuck it, you aren't going to the temple." So I'm gonna
We,
bring the temple.
we didn't
to
even
you.
get to get drunk in the bar.
There
Like,
no,
there
Ren-
were a
Ren-
few
some
things
of
that
us
could have happened.
arrested.
There are a few things that could have happened, but
Ren has gotten a head start on that, by the way. Don't worry.
the vibe that's going on here is that when Valder and Wraith are away, the authoritarian figure that keeps these guys in line is not here, and
It's the way.
they've been getting at each other's throats for a while now. You guys just wandered in the wrong time, but
R is hidden
they
though.
also have the authority of the crown, so you guys are in trouble.
It's only me
Trouble
though.
in
Nora is
Templetown.
fine.
Very much so. Guys, thanks for joining us. And great to have you all back. And we'll be back in 2 weeks to see what happens.
Dave.
I'll let you go.
Yes.
I don't get arrested. This is great.
Fenari was hiding though, so just me.
Did you not engage with them?
He was hiding. I wasn't.
Okay, cool. I thought you were hiding until you saw what was going on. And
No,
then you
no,
engaged.
like
But
they
no,
were
cool,
hiding.
cool, cool. Okay, cool.
I
So
failed
if
hiding,
you
so
want
I-
to just Fenar, are you cool with that?
I will have like stepped in while.
So you were
no,
hiding
Oh,
while
Yeah,
all this
I would,
happened. So cool. So
yeah.
cool. Like, that's fine. So it's just Roberts then, in his weakened state. And you know what? That sort of leaves us a nice little moment
Or
when you're by
resist the
yourself and you're
authorities?
when you're by yourself in the cell, and maybe you'll have a visitor.
Jailbreak.
Excellent. Anyway, thanks guys.
Thanks, that was fun, Dave.
Thanks.
We'll
See you next
see
time,
soon.
guys.
Take care.
Cheers.